Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flaming Karma Doubleheader Series. Here tonight, off of the week off from last week, for Memorial Day. We're back for week 2, season 1, and we are in sweet home Chicago. Not the street course, thank God. We're at the Oval, the mile-and-a-halfer. Here tonight, Joliet, Illinois. He's going to take it home. Who's going to win the ARCA and the truck? Find all that live out here on Motormouth Broadcasting. Good evening, folks. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves, the boss man of Motormouth Broadcasting, Mr. Big Jim Cunningham, alongside co-commentating, producing, getting ready to honestly see what the hell is going to happen in Illinois. Jim, I have no idea. I mean, honestly, I have no idea what the hell's going to happen, but always a pleasure working with you. Happy to be back, buddy. Good evening.
Good evening, man. We are let's just say we were having a little bit of technical difficulty there, and they are in a warm-up period. Qualifying has just ended, so we got just a couple of minutes here to talk before this thing fires up and we get to see who's going to be singing the blues or having a good old time tonight here in Chicagoland. So yeah, real quick, let's pull up the points. Not that they really matter that much since it's only week 2 of the season, and we'll just show you. It's kind of basically just a recap of what happened 2 weeks ago. There we go.
There you go. You see it right there. John Schermatz sitting in the P1 spot. Ryan Warp. Then you got the Essenbergs right there behind them. This is ARCA. This is not the truck. This is ARCA. This is 2 completely different series, obviously, with double headers. And something also to keep in mind, which we'll talk about here in a second after we check out the points right here, Jim. But Gerald Poole, obviously, fifth. Coward, Crystal, Nicole Crystal, the lady in the field, doing pretty good right now, sitting 7th. You see the top 15 right there. She's doing better than some of these guys. Mike Burgess got late. Yeah, she done fantastic. Yes, she done an absolute. I mean, she was absolutely fantastic last week.
She was better than that finishing position because of the little incidents right there at the end. She got shuffled back. She was actually probably should have finished a few places higher than that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, she should have as well. And, we mentioned the ARCA. We mentioned the truck. Last week, little backstory, for some of you that maybe don't know. But Gerald Poole, obviously, who runs the Flaming Karma stuff, actually put out a memo today saying that these drivers need to pick a series.
Yes.
There ain't none of this double crap like they did last week. I shouldn't call it crap, Jim. It was nice. It was good stuff, obviously. But everybody is gonna, you have to declare which series you're gonna go in, and just go and then just send it. So, are you gonna be an ARCA driver? Are you gonna be a truck driver? Which one do you want to be?
Right. And they try to base it on experience and iRating. If your iRating's a little lower, maybe stay down here in the Challenger series or. Is it? I don't know.
It is.
It's a Challenger, and then the trucks are
contenders.
Contenders, yes. So,
yes.
Or whatever. Anyway, if you're a little lower, you stay in ARCA. If you're a little higher, you move up to the trucks. But at least that's the way it's designed. I guess you could run, either one, depending. But that's kind of the way it's set up, and it was all right last week to let them run. Some of them run the double. That's fine, But hopefully, as the series grows, this is brand new, and just trying to get the word out. Really, I think it's going to be cool to have the completely separate drivers.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you are not able to make it into the Challenger Series, then watch us live right here on Motormouth Broadcasting.
That's right.
It is what it is. But Jim, these ARCA cars, these are not easy to drive. The trucks are not easy to drive. They used to be easy as hell, but they're nowhere. No way, no way, shape, fashion, or form. But obviously, with Chicagoland, obviously sweet home Chicago, I've always wanted, to go to Chicagoland. I've always wanted to go to Chicagoland.
Yeah, me too,
I always wanted to go up there and
I
check
love
it out.
Chicago as a whole, the city, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, just from Wrigley Field, I know you're a Braves fan, and that's like sacrilege to say that. But I know for a fact that you would absolutely go to Wrigley Field if you had the chance, especially if it was to see
right I would.
to see him play the Braves. But just everything, Soldier Field, the old Soldier Field, you know, I mean, just everything. Lake Michigan. I mean, I got some cool stories, and I might tell them during this 3 hours of broadcast we got about Chicago. In fact, I probably will share a few of them. We saw Nicole bump the wall. By the way, we can't say his name on air from the chat, but his name is Pickle. We'll skip the middle word and then Bill. But his real name is William Hawker, and he is now I know him from a previous series. You like that one, don't you? So glad that one entertained you. So I know him from way back like a year ago, racing in another series, and he popped in last week, and I said, man, you need to jump in this series. It's a good league. And so he's going to be here in the ARCA race this evening, and so that's cool. He's a good guy. I can't remember if he owns I believe he owns Hawker Automotive. It's either him or his father, but I think it's him. Anyway, that's another story. But you ready to do this grid?
Yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Pickle. Thank you very much. For the send in. Appreciate you guys, and then also for Jim and everything else.
Okay, why do I have no?
I am amazed. I am amazed that YouTube did not flag that right there and tell him to take that down.
He's had that handle as long as I've known him, which has been at least a year. So, hey, look at there, we got a grid. Look at that.
Wow. All right. Well, here we go. Get ready for the start lineup. Race 1 of the night. Here for the ARCA series for Flaming Karma. Sunday night doubleheaders. On the pole, Steven Lidner. Okay, Lidner. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a hard one. Linder. It's going to be Linder. Joe Poole going to be his outside in the number 9. A couple of Chevys right there on the front row, 88 and 9. Ride Warp with Warp Zone Time. Russ Martin Jr. going to be right there beside of him, 45 and 91. Got a Toyota. There's Chevy right there in row number 2. Row 3, Andrew Cowart and Shane Hatfield making up the row number 3. There's the, what was that? Was that the one with the 5.56?
Yeah, that's the. He's a military guy. Yeah, he's a military.
I'm all for that, man. Go for him. There you go. Joseph Essenberg and obviously William Hawker. Mr. Pickle. Boy, I'm going to tell you, and thought his car actually looked like a pickle there for a second. Timothy Miller Sr. and Joseph Coden says, screw it. Let's just go with a Kurt Busch throwback. Why not?
There's a lot of those in here.
Kurt Busch, Chevy, absolutely.
Hey, look at that old throwback right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking like a Steve Park throwback right there for Gerard Essenberg and Mike Burgess.
Darryl Waltrip drove that car too.
6. He absolutely did. He actually done pretty good in it. But here you go, John Wyatt and Nicole Crystal. That's the top 14 as we're getting it lined up. And getting to go green here tonight for the Flaming Karma Sunday night doubleheader series. Sweet home Chicago, baby, we're green for 60 laps here tonight. And Jim, I tell you what, for all the fans out there, let's get you crunk up. I never thought I'd say it again, but let's get you crunk up one more time for a Sunday night here on Motormouth. 4 of 60. Here tonight for these old boys and gals. I want to go ahead and throw that out there. Obviously, Nicole Crystal out there sitting back there in the 14th spot. But Gerald Poole going to try to light him up. Hey, he's trying to get on through here, trying to get going. Hatfield, Warp, and Cowart, Nessenberg, top 5.
All right, I got to give mad props to Gerald Poole for qualifying up front. For right up till the damn broadcast, literally till 2 minutes before we came on. He did not get much time to practice in the car for sure. You know, I don't even know where he had time to qualify, to be honest with you. He was literally solving problems and qualifying apparently at the same damn time. So, but there he goes. Look at this, 3 wide already.
There's Cowart right there, 5.56. Wow, tried to slide it through there, almost slid up, got up on the outside retaining wall. Hatfield right behind them. Russ Martin Jr. in the middle of that as well. They're going after Essenberg right there in the 10. Essenberg going after Warp, Warp going after Poole. And 60 laps here tonight, obviously, with the Chicagoland, Joliet, Illinois. We talked about it. Opened up in 2001. It broke ground 26 years ago in 1999, obviously, but opened in July 12th of 2001, obviously. I mean, beautiful place, really. You know, like I said, beautiful, beautiful place. It's a shame that NASCAR had to flip around and try to go to a damn straight course. They should have left this right here on the schedule ever since it opened up in 2001.
Back, right? This year?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I got to give them credit for that. So, are you not a Ginsburg fan?
No.
Really? I'll expand upon that.
We will here tonight. I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to tell you a cool fact about Ginsburg
curious
later that you may find interesting. But
yeah.
So anyway, by the way, Warp Speed has taken the lead here from Gerald Poole, basically because he's doing Warp Speed. Plus, I love all these colored chrome rims out here, man. That is a thing I love to do on my cars, and there's several of them. I dig that. By the way, apparently I'm attention deficit disorder in full effect right now because that was a squirrel moment there.
Oh,
You
baby. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a thing that me and Shane, I raced against him on iRacing at Daytona. And it was an official race, and he got in there with a bunch of his Australian V8 sports car buddies or supercar buddies, and proceeded to beat the hell out of everybody in the lobby. I mean, just not beat us,
right?
Beat up on us,
right.
Like he was wrecking everybody. And it was, and I could understand if it was Bristol or something like that. Dude, this was at Daytona. I mean, they were driving up through there, running people over, wrecking people, all kinds of stuff. And so ever since then, I've never really been real keen about that because it's one thing, to not like somebody because of how they race, in real life. But then when you actually get to race them and then they're,
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. And,
okay. And then everybody thinks he's like Joe. And then everybody thinks he's like Joey Logano, like he's the next good thing.
No, he's not going to be.
These ovals. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, he'll never be that guy. I don't think he's too old, probably at this point to have the time to master ovals. But he will continue to dominate road courses while he's in, which is part of my story here that I'm going to tell you about him. This came from, it started with Dale Jr. And then, I just saw somebody slipping, but then I might have just been a blink. So apparently, what he does, the way he drives, do you remember the old school heel and toe method?
Yes, absolutely.
So they don't do that as much anymore, right? But what he does, because of coming from supercars, one of the things you do in these cars is you engine brake, right? You downshift, which helps slow the car down. So
Right.
one of the side effects of that is it causes severe rear wheel hop. It can.
Right.
Okay. So because of his supercar experience and his heel and toe method of driving, he uses his left foot to just moderate the clutch. Not put it all the way in or anything, but just moderate, as we see Coward here slipping back just a little bit in that 5.56. Just enough. Well, they almost door banged right there, didn't they? So anyway, he controls the wheel hop with that, which is why he is so fast. And Dale Jr. put that out, and then there was a deal about, foot cams and people watching his technique, and Junior's like, it doesn't matter. You can watch it all day long. It doesn't mean you're going to be able to do it. It takes years of trying to, to learn that method, right? I mean, that's come through years and years of racing for him. And that's his secret, why he's so much faster than everybody on road course. And it turns out that even back in the day, old boy, what's his name? The other Australian. You know who I'm talking about.
Ambrose.
Marcus Ambrose had used that same skill, and which was another reason that he was super fast. And you've got some of the NASCAR guys who do use that method as well, and that's part of the reason. But that's why he's so fast on road courses, because of the way he modulates the clutch to control the wheel hop on his car. That being said, I remember driving a truck at Chicagoland. Not Chicagoland, at Chicago Street Circuit, and I couldn't keep the damn thing on the road. It was so bumpy, and the wheel hop was so bad there that it was almost impossible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I'm telling you, that's crazy stuff. One thing I do want to mention, we don't have to do it or nothing like that, Jim. I'm sure everybody's had their opportunities to do it over this past week, but obviously we didn't have a race last week because it was Memorial Day and everything else. But lap 18, where we're at right now, obviously that is the number that was made famous by the late Kyle Busch.
Yes.
And Bobby Labonte done a hell of a job with 18. My grandmother, she loved him to death. She loved Bobby Labonte, and there's a lot of them, Dale Jarrett and others. But when I see an 18, I think of Kyle Busch, and I always probably will think of Kyle Busch. And I mean, Jim, like I said, we wasn't on the broadcast last week. It happened, the Thursday right before the Coca-Cola 600 and everything. And, there's been so many tributes that's been given out. But what has blown my mind, though, Jim, is the tributes that have poured out on iRacing.
Oh, yeah.
That has what's blown my damn mind. I understand NASCAR did their deal. Everybody else, wow.
Every NASCAR series that I'm involved in has done a tribute, at least one. Most of them named a race, or they certainly took a car. And we should have done that tonight, to be honest with you. We were getting through those technical difficulties, and I didn't really have time to put thought into that. I should have done it tonight as we look here at the Rowdy car. But yes, amazing. The iRacing community has come out in force in support of Kyle and his family and all of that. Tragic, obviously. And, but he, I guess it's one of those deals. He was the guy that everybody loved to hate. But, if you go back in racing history, Dale Earnhardt was a guy that everybody loved to hate until he passed away.
But Darrell Waltrip hadn't passed yet. But there's a lot of guys, that everybody loved to hate. Yeah.
And when Earnhardt passed, he had a lot of fans, but so does Rowdy. Rowdy had a lot of fans. You and I both were fans of Rowdy. He maybe wasn't our favorite driver, but we both had mad respect for his ability to drive a car. And you can easily argue that he's one of the best ever to get behind the wheel.
Oh, yes.
But it was more than just that. This dude could get in anything. Had he tried to do the IndyCar double like his brother did, I have no doubt he would have been way better than his brother, because To be honest with you, his brother isn't half the driver that Kyle was.
I agree 100%. I really do. Yeah, I mean, and Kyle Busch, I mean, he will probably be Mark Martin, Tony Stewart. He'll be in that conversation of drivers that have never won a Daytona 500. The greatest drivers to race and not win a Daytona 500. Kyle Busch never got one. Rusty Wallace, one of them. Mark Martin, Tony Stewart. I mean, so many great legends in the sport. But yeah, I mean, Jim.
I did not realize that Tony had not won one because he's won everything else at Daytona. You know, in spades. I mean, oh, here they come. Yeah. I knew it was coming. That's why I was. That's why I put the.
He's waiting on it, Jim. He was waiting on it, baby. Here they come.
Yep.
Coming down pit road right here.
That's what I'm 25.
Yep. Yeah, so, I mean, that's what we're looking like around this time. Some may try to stretch it to 30. That is going to be, that's going to be testing it.
There's old Pickle Bill right there.
Mr. Pickle right there trying to get it lined up right there. Pickle Bill.
Well, let's just say, we'll just call him Pickle Richard.
It's good enough. Let's go with that.
Pickle Richard.
If you know, if for the fans not understanding that, and if y'all aren't understanding it, just go look in the live chat where the comments is. He's in there. You can see what we're talking about. We're just, we just got to kind of watch our tone.
I mean, we don't really have to. We
kind
can
of
say
what we
it,
say.
but, you know, it's more fun to not say it at this point.
Got to keep ourselves in gear. That way nothing gets crazy. Here we go. A couple more.
Ooh, slow it down, baby.
Coming down.
Ooh,
Damn, gonna walk somebody
here. Uh-oh. He did not get one, but I tell you who did. Ryan Warp.
Who got it?
Ryan Warp got a black flag coming on or off. No, on the pit road. There he sits right there.
Yeah, that's not going to work out for him. That warp speed that we've been talking about from Ryan Warp.
55-second pit stop right there under green flag. That is a race destroyer. That dude was leading this race, killing it, and he is going to be at least a lap down now.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to put him in a bad way. He's going to need a caution somehow, some way to get him back in it. Might go 2 down, Jim, if you think about it. Just how fast these laps kick through right here. He's going to really be praying. He needs somebody to screw up pretty bad, which, Jim, 9 times...
Hatfield's out of gas.
May get it.
I mean...
Usually when we say they need one, somebody gets one.
And why in the hell did John Wyatt get a slowdown? How do you get a slowdown in oval track racing? I've never even seen that.
Off-track penalty? Might have cut the course.
I mean, that's right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how that happened, but old rump shaker, hey, he might have shook it in the wrong spot. Who knows, baby? I don't even know.
You gotta love that. I love some of the nicknames that we've got right here with the Flaming Karma Series. There's your caution.
There it is.
And Ryan Warp is thanking whoever the hell just completely brought that out.
Wait a minute. Well, Hatfield brought it out, so he wouldn't get the lucky dog anyway. Because he now jumped to the first car, but he won't get it because – but the question is, if I'm not mistaken, if you are the first car and you brought out the caution – you don't get it, but nobody gets it. So my question is, because the caution came out and Ryan Warp was the first car a lap down. Then Hatfield went a lap down seconds after the caution came out. So technically Ryan Warp should get this. Yeah, I mean, and odds are he probably will. Race control will probably look at that because this is a little bit different. We do have race control,
an official race.
So,
yeah, absolutely. So there's a big difference out of that. If this was an official
race, it would be an absolute cluster, and this it would totally mess up iRacing. I mean, I saw some crazy stuff the other day, man. It was insane. This was in a league race, and they didn't let the cars line up behind the pace car, and it fired them off. And it gave 2 or 3 guys black flags, and it was a hot mess.
Somebody has some beef out of that one, I guarantee you.
There was plenty of beef. Oh, yeah, no, it was a big deal. And, So, all right, so everybody just pitted, so I can't imagine that anybody I mean, Nicole is in, but she hadn't pitted yet, so that's going to be good for her. And Hatfield, of course, had not pitted, but he because he was out of gas. Did he? Oh, he's still.
He's still crawling.
I mean, at some point, shouldn't you just stop and tow? Because it'd probably be faster than this.
I don't think so.
You don't?
To be honest with you, Jim. No, I don't think so.
How far
Because
could the damn tow be?
I think he's just trying to see if he can make it.
Yeah.
And damn it all, he's right there.
Is that
right
his
there.
box?
I think that is his box. It's got to be his box. Pull the somebody go down there and put him.
He's in it. He's in it. He made it.
Jim, I didn't want to get us in any trouble, but I come this close going, somebody go up there and hit him in the ass and move him up. Get him there, baby. Get him up there. There he is. Perfect. He made it. And some guys just try to do that, Jim, just to see if they can actually pull it off. That's the big thing about it. But I agree, probably towing under caution might have saved him a lap.
I don't know.
But I doubt it. I think it would have evened out about the same way, to be honest with you.
Maybe.
It'd been close.
So, all right, let's try to get a handle on everything here now. We kind of came in high. Oh, a tow is like 3 minutes no matter where you are. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Thank you for that. Is that Robbie? Oh, yeah, it's Robbie. Oh, I know who Robbie is. Robbie was involved in the craziness that was going on in the league chat today. Apparently old Rump Shaker was in there stirring them up.
Do tell.
Yeah, no, it was Rump Shaker, and it was Robbie Adams, and it was one other guy. I can't remember. I think it's one of the other truck drivers. The guy said one of them said they were going to race ARCA tonight, but they didn't, because I think then they would have had to stay in ARCA. But it was three of them going, and they were on old Rump Shaker's ass. I mean, that's probably the wrong way of saying that. Look, he's talking about they were cutting up. Y'all, you need to get into chat here. If you're watching this and you're not in the chat on YouTube or whatever platform you're watching us on, Facebook or whatever, get in there and start chatting as we're here. We're going back green again.
Yeah, sounded like Jim, the way that was going, honestly, I was waiting to just, you know what, I'm sure they was probably getting on somebody's tail, so you know what, we'll throw it out there. Why not?
There was definitely a little beef. Well, I tell you what, Russ Martin got a jump like he was Kyle Busch. Holy cow, man.
Yeah, absolutely gone. Russ Martin, check it out, getting out of here. Took him 4 fresh tires. Filled it on up and got on out of here. Gerald Poole back to the 9th spot. Essenberg, Coward, and Linder back up there in the top 5. Burgess back there with Conan. And Rod Ward, the luckiest man in virtual Joliet, Illinois, got back on the lead lap.
That, man.
The only problem is he's got a... Yeah. The only problem is he's got a... Yeah.
Rump Shaker was dragging his ass along.
I don't blame you one bit. I don't blame you one bit.
Because my ass has been packing for...
No, it's never a good thing when you got to be sweating, working. Never.
I'll tell you what, man, seeing that number 1 Pennzoil car out there, I like that, man. That brings me back. All bad. Because Earnhardt needed somebody to go in that car at one point in time, and he put VW in there. That's the thing, man. You don't realize that, Earnhardt had all these enemies or whatever, but he actually worked with them. Like him and DW were friends, and he helped DW, let him drive his car, and, they were working together with that. And then Jeff Gordon, he hated Jeff Gordon, right? That's what everybody thinks. Him and Jeff Gordon were business partners. People didn't even know that. They owned Jeff Gordon and him were partners in the diecast business. They were out there changing paint schemes and causing all that grief. And people were sucking them die cast up.
I still don't think that Rusty and Jeff Gordon got along. No, I still think they might have got over it, but back then, boy, you can tell they hated each other.
Well, that was funny. I watched a clip last night of Rusty talking about the time that him and Earnhardt were they went out.
Earnhardt got Rusty.
Yeah. Earnhardt wrecked Rusty instead. And then that's when Rusty threw the water bottle and hit him right square in the forehead.
Yep.
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to hit old Earnhardt in the forehead but old Rusty was cut from that same old track guys from back in the day. They fight. They were tough. They got strong. They worked on the car. They did farm work. They were tough guys back then.
Yeah, I mean, it's way different than the kind of kind of drivers that you get nowadays, obviously. But
most of them, this wall. Yeah, most of them. Right. They are scuffing this wall up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about this place, Jim. I mean, you think about it. Well, that turn 1 and 2, is pretty good to get up there on that high line. You can get a run getting down the backstretch. The problem is turn 3 and 4, at least for me, how it's always been for me, it's always been a pain in the ass for me. I've absolutely hated it on the top side. Bottom side as well. Middle's kind of where I always thought it was good. Is look at this. We got him in the middle as well. Trying to go down 3 wide going into 1. Linder almost come up and got it a coward.
Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, that Burgess car, that Mountain Dew car with that chrome green, that's pretty good looking car.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously his car actually looks like it is ready to run in the ARCA Menard series. Like an ARCA car.
I'm never a Menards fan for some reason.
You don't call Menard then?
Well, Paul Menard was one of those. Talk about your daddy buying it for you. Jesus Christ, man. Paul Menard was never. I mean, he wasn't that good, man. I mean, he just wasn't. And he was around for many years because daddy had a lot of money.
But he did win a Brickyard 400.
Did he?
He did. That's about it, but yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a win. I mean, next to Daytona, to me, for me personally, that's the one I'd want to win. Daytona first, and then Brickyard.
Indy. Yeah. And Charlotte and then Darlington. I mean, that's your crown jewels.
I would probably choose Darlington over the Coke 600 just because I love Darlington. There's just something about Darlington. Southern Darling. To me, man, that is big hit off the wall there.
Essenberg. Damn, Essenberg getting up almost smacking the wall right there in front of Coward. Now Coward down the inside. Essenberg, he'll slide up. Battle for the lead is on. Burgess, Martin Jr. right there into that mix. But Martin able to get the run. Kick Burgess back to second. Burgess the hardest charger up 10 spots. Essenberg up 4, Coward up 1. And Lindner trying to get back up here as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, Essenberg is continuing to hit the wall there. Joseph, by the way, there's 2 Essenberg in this race. And
yes.
Gerard as well. He's continuing to battle. My guess is that he's done quick with tires. He's been sliding it around or something. He's having a hard time with it. But, which can happen fast here because this place eats up tires.
It does. Yeah, this place right here, Jim, I mean, we talked about it before, talked about tracks, that will keep your tires alive. Excuse me, and this is one of those tracks.
Yes.
like a Dover, like a Charlotte. You know, we were talking about Charlotte Speedway a minute ago, Darlington. This place right here, I've always looked at it, this is kind of like a Dover or an old Atlanta. You know, real bumpy, very bumpy. I mentioned 3 and 4 earlier. Over in 3 and 4, it is hold on. Like you're riding on the bottom, and literally you can just feel like you're driving down a damn gravel road at, you know, 80 miles an hour in your own personal car. That's what it feels like when you're riding on the bottom. At least that's how I've always felt here, and I've always hated it. But I'm telling you, this is a driver's track.
But yet you love this track. That's so. That's so cool.
Jim, that's a lot of tracks. That's a lot of tracks that I've watched. Like, I hate Bristol. I cannot drive Bristol, but I love watching races at Bristol. I mean that's just how it is. There's only about 2 tracks that I love to race at, or 3 tracks that I love to race at, and I love to watch races at. Maybe 4. That's the Super Speedways, Daytona, Talladega, and Atlanta, and Dover. I love racing at Dover.
Speedway. Atlanta is a 1.5 mile track that drafts now. It's not a super speedway. It's not the
That's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. It's not. And you damn well know it. You are the biggest Talladega fan I've ever met in my life. It's not true. It's not the same. They do pack race there for something pretty good. It's not the same as Daytona and Talladega, and you know that. But that's another story for another time.
But it's entertaining as hell. You got to say that.
Oh, yes. No, it is. Of course it is.
It is.
All right.
Very much.
So they're gonna have to pit again, right?
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, Jim. I know exactly where you're going with this. We just saw Crystal down on the bottom of the racetrack. Yeah, it's going to be close as far as the fuel goes. We already saw a couple of them going 25, so yeah, I mean, this may be the money side. Burgess, we saw him up there running around the 2nd spot. Maybe try to get a leg up and try to undercut on Russ Martin Jr. Gerald Poole as well, jumping down as well. But this time, 10 laps to go. I think it is here, yeah.
Second lap here. That's worthy of trying the undercut. As we see.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's what it takes.
My God, did you just see that?
Yeah, but that's what it takes. At full speed, it's so easy to get in the pit lane.
Yeah, damn. He had like, what, Lindner and Essenberg right there on the bottom. And Martin it looked like he didn't even tell anybody. It looked like he just said, screw y'all, I'm going down. And he just went straight down right across everybody's nose and went straight into the pits, didn't even let them know. That is a scary feeling right there for those guys trying to come around the outside and trying not to run you over. That could have been bad right there for a lot of people.
As the they need to seriously think about coming in, because a second a lap is going to eat your butt up if the guy was already out front, assuming he makes a good pit stop on and off and everything. So we'll see if this, how this cycles them out. I guess I can this whole thing now because I didn't have it on the whole time. So we see this is Essenberg coming in, and Conan's in as well. Still got, I guess we got four guys out there who have not pitted yet. The top 4: Bowers, Timothy Miller Sr., and Jared Essenberg. Or is it Gerard?
Gerard Essenberg. And one thing about this, though, Jim, I just now looked at this.
Yep.
And granted, Russ Martin Jr., he is the first one lap down. Odds are everybody cycles back around. He'd probably end up flip-flopping up here and grabbing a hold of the league. But Russ Martin is not too far off. Or Ryan Warp, excuse me. I'm looking at them both right here. They're right below each other. So, what a gamble. What a gamble.
Big gamble. Take tires.
Huge gamble. Will it pay off for him? That will be the big factor out of it. 6 to go. He's taking enough gas to make it all the way to the end. Lindner up here, holding it down, maybe trying to save. I don't see it. But maybe he's trying to save, trying to make it. No, he's not. Just saw him cut it down to the apron. 88 of Lindner going down pit road. Cowart going down as well. Now Gerard Essenberg is up at the front. When will he make his stop? And that's right now. So Russ Martin Jr. and Ryan Warp Speed made their pit stop. They just took gas.
I don't know about this. I tell you what, these guys on Burgess, because he took tires.
Well, the crazy thing about it, though, Jim, is I'm watching the lap times at Martin and Warp. Let's see what they run right here.
Ran a second slower than Burgess.
Yeah.
Second
it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be 5 seconds. Actually, that's not enough.
It might have timed it out.
This is going to be interesting here. I'm not sure what to think of this. This is a hot mess here. I do like the guy Cowart that took 2. That all works out. But
we'll see if Warp can try to run down Martin and the rest of them try to run themselves down. I don't think he's going to be enough.
I don't either. You might be right. That might have been a good play, man. I wouldn't have done that, and it might have bit me because I think Martin is good here. How far is he ahead of Warp? 2.5, 2 seconds.
That's the thing. Yeah, but that's the thing, though, Jim. You know, with 3 to go, Warp is closing the gap. Warp actually running a half a second faster of a lap. With 3 to go in 2 seconds, he might do it, but I don't, yeah, you're right. Martin might actually have his sucker in the bag, but Ryan Warp, he is trying to make it honest, 2 to go right here.
The difference there was Martin took 5 seconds worth of fuel. Warp took 9 seconds.
Does Martin have enough? That's going to be the trick.
Very interesting to see that materialize. But, oh man, this is getting interesting. And of course, we see Nicole there. See her running the bottom side there. Yeah, we're about to take the white flag here, baby. This thing's about to be over.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this race literally went by in the blink of an eye. And up front, Russ Martin Jr., will he have enough gas? Pitted the same time that Ryan Warp did, but took 4 seconds less of fuel. Martin Jr. coming around the backside. Check it out on the hood. Rowdy on the hood. Is he going to have enough? Oh, hell. Here comes Warp. Warp closing. Got it down to 4/10. It's not going to be enough. Russ Martin Jr. in the 91 Chevy gets the win here for the ARCA series of the Flaming Karma.
He's struggling.
Wow. He had to be struggling because Warp was coming. He was rolling
crazy,
coming up to him. What a drive, and with Rowdy on the car,
88.
Steve Lindner ends up getting it in the 88 with obviously the beautiful American flag-looking car. Absolutely.
Nice car right there.
Yes.
Man, Russ Martin, what a job tonight, man. Holy cow, that was brilliant, man. I tell you what, I would have never considered fuel only. Would not have considered that.
That was crazy.
I would have thought that got to have tires here, and I would have, I'd have screwed myself. Yeah, so that's fantastic. Him and Ryan Warp, good call from both of them. Fantastic call from both of them. He's out there having a good time, doing a little rowdy exhibition there. I mean, it is kind of cool that the rowdy car won on the week that we're, coming back and talking about Rowdy and all that. And he's spraying the grass everywhere. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, pretty cool right there.
It's crazy, isn't it? That is
Russ Martin Jr. may end up flipping out, having a bow when it's all said and done as well.
That would be really cool.
That would be.
Do that.
I don't know how you can do a virtual battle on
I
here,
don't
but
think
anyway.
you can, but it would be so cool if you could, or if you could do a Carl Edwards backflip or something. That would be epic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get a look at these results
Jr.,
here.
baby. There it is, race results. Russ Martin Jr. gets the win. Obviously, here at Chicagoland, 60 laps of 91.71 miles. That's script, make it 92 miles. With 7 different leaders between 7 different lead changes between 5 different leaders, 1 caution for 3 total laps. So there wasn't a whole lot of cautions out of this, which was pretty good for the fans. Hard charger goes to Mike Burgess with 8 positions. Russ Martin Jr. actually led the most laps with Andrew Cowart getting the fastest lap. Stephen Linder able to get back to 3rd. He sat on the pole when he started this race. But when it's all said and done, your most laps led. And the race winner is Russ Martin Jr. in the number 91 Rowdy Chevy. Right behind him, Ryan Warp in the 45. He will get 2nd. Steve Linder will get 3rd. We'll talk with them here in just a little bit. Mike Burgess gets 4th with Joseph Essenberg coming home with the 5th spot. Andrew Cowart, 5.56, ends up coming home with the 6th spot. He also had the fastest lap. Gerald Poole gets 7th. Joseph Coden will get 8th. William Hawker, Mr. Pickle, will come home with 9th. And Timothy Miller Sr. will round out the top 10. Gerard Essenberg, Nicole Crystal, Shane Hatfield, John White, Rump Shaker. Shook his rump a little bit too much tonight. He comes home with the 14th here tonight.
Rump Shaker dragging up the rear. I couldn't help myself.
You could have pulled that one off better than I could. I will say that. But let's go ahead and get these race interviews lined up right here.
Yep, let's
see if we can get them lined up.
Are they in the waiting room? We should be able to pull them in now. At least I can. If you can't, I just got to go back.
Hey, you don't have to do it. You have to do it.
Well, I got to go find the Discord first because I was doing something else somewhere else. Where am I?
I can't do it.
Okay, you can't do
Not
it.
yet,
Okay.
anyway.
All right,
I don't know
let's see.
what
We'll pull them all. Well, we'll just pull them in one by one. That's fine. Let's pull in Martin.
Okay, that's fine. Russ Martin Jr. getting the race win here tonight. Obviously, Russ, buddy, congratulations on the win. What the hell is up with your picture? Why is everybody going with AI pictures with like smoke and all kinds of crazy? I don't know. Russ, buddy, congratulations on the win. Tell us about it.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I put a lot of time into the track over the, the off week, and I don't know. I decided to go no tires on that last pit stop.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what did it.
And I contemplated the 2-tire. I know Ryan went 2-tire. I contemplated going 2-tire, and then last minute, like as I'm coming down the backstretch ready to come in, I went no tire. And Ryan was coming at the end there, and wasn't sure if I had enough time, but somehow I held him off. This is my first ever league win ever in all the leagues that I've ran. So
no kid.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Well, it's because you were running the Rowdy car tonight, and we were celebrating Rowdy since we were off last week, talking about Rowdy a lot during the broadcast, and we showed your car a lot because of that. And then you brought it home for Rowdy, so you can't argue with any of that. But, look, that was a smooth, good decision on the tires. I told Jake during the broadcast I would have never done that. You just assume at this place that you need tires when you pit, and I would have taken them, and it would have screwed me. And you didn't, and I questioned the move, but then I realized how many laps we had left, and I realized that you were going to be okay. And, good, smart pit strategy there, man. And I don't know. You were fast anyway, but I would certainly say that pit strategy is what guaranteed you the win. We'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, I said I know it felt good. I mean, the top side was where you had to be tonight. You got no runs there on the bottom, and it was a matter of running in a line until somebody screwed up barely on the corner of the exit or something and gave you the line on the outside. But yeah, I mean, when I came back out after that last pit stop, it was showing me like in P7, and I'm asking Blake Beacon in the Discord. I'm like, how many of these guys have got a pit yet? He goes, all of them. He goes, you're going to take the lead. Once I did, and then I saw how far Ryan was back there, I'm like, I don't know if I got enough time. And he was closing. He closed fast with those 2 tires. So
he did. I thought you might have been fuel saving a little bit. Were you?
Yeah. No, it was okay. No, it was just the worn tires. I just had to roll the center a little bit more. But like I said, I think if I would have went 2-tire, I think Ryan would have got me.
Hard to say, but you didn't, and he didn't.
Yeah.
It worked out good for him. Russ
did.
Martin Jr., 91, gets it done here tonight. Russ, buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. Real quick, before we let you go, you got any sponsors, any shout-outs you want to thank?
Yeah, I mean, I want to thank Gerald for putting this on. You guys up there in the booth. I went back there last week and watched them, and love that. Love your guys' broadcast, and I got to thank all my teammates over at Adrenaline Racing. I don't have any of them here that are over at Elevated Performance. My fault. That's my old team. Over at Elevated Performance. I don't have any of them running here with me just because of the way that the cap runs, but those guys over there, they support me in whatever I run, and I can't thank them enough. John, Truth, Ron, Barry, all them guys over there. So I mean, that's about it.
Well, we'll talk to Gerald, see if we can expand that cap a little bit, and maybe they can come over here and race some trucks or something.
They'd have to. Well, I mean, they could run the trucks, but they run. I think the one that could run the trucks runs on another or runs something else tonight anyway.
Oh, so. Okay. But hey, man, congratulations again, and look forward to seeing you next week. Where we're going next? Oh, I know where we're going next week.
Yeah, I've already been putting laps in.
Going road course racing.
Yeah, I've already been putting laps in. So
Sonoma.
Gonna be interesting. Gonna be warm track stuff.
I love
slippery
Sonoma,
and slidey. Yeah, gonna be slippery and slidey and whole lot of fun.
Up there in wine country, though, you can get drunk. Oh no!
Hell yeah!
Can't
all
wait.
Right, buddy.
Can't wait. I'm all for the wine, but road course, nah.
Not so
Anyway,
much,
Russ,
right.
buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
That was
right,
Russ
let's
Martin
get
Jr.
Ryan,
comes home with a win. Let's get Mr. Warp Speed in here.
There he is.
Ryan Warp
2 weeks
in
a
the
row.
house. Ryan, buddy.
What's up, guys?
Obviously, like Jim just said a second ago, 2 weeks in a row. Warp Speed, baby. Looking pretty good. What more did you need? I think I know where you're going to go with this, but what more did you need to try to run down Russ Martin Jr. and get the win?
I needed one more lap. That's all I
I knew
need.
you were going to say that.
I knew it.
Yep, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I didn't realize how it was all shaking out after that pit stop, and Russ was like, "Who's that behind me?" He said something. We were in chat together, and I was like, "That's me." I'm like, "Oh, you're the leader? Oh shit, I'm in second."
I think that obviously, you took 2 tires, right?
Yeah.
So, I would have taken tires myself. I would have never thought that you'd come to Chicagoland, make a pit stop, and still be fast with no tires, right?
Yep.
But when it was all said and done and I realized he took no tires, and then I looked at the amount of laps that was left, that was a brilliant decision on his part, and it pretty much did guarantee him the win, because it was just enough to keep you back. You were so far because you were like 2.5, 3 seconds back, I think, after the pit stop cycle. So,
Yeah.
I would have done the same thing you did. I would have taken some tires. So you got to give it to Russ there. That was a bold move, and had you blew by him, it would have looked pretty dumb. But in this particular case, it didn't.
Well, after we crossed the finish line, I told Russ, or I told Blake Viken was crew chief and spotted for me. I said, "Blake, why'd you give me tires?" I'm like, I think I could have won. Well, one more lap, I think I could have won too, but I don't know.
You
it
were
was
coming,
good.
but you still got to get
it was
by him.
fun.
So that
exactly.
But either way, man, good. That's 2 weeks in a row. You're off to a good point start, this season. And, we're here for 14 weeks. So there's, 12 technically because we got 2 drops in there. But you're off to a heck of a start, man. 2 podiums in a row. So you're looking really good. You got anybody you want to shout out to while we got you in here?
I would thank Blake and Blake Viken for spotting for me, and Wyatt McCullough. He was helping us out too. You guys for announcing this, and I know Richie and Mark were doing race control. Thank them for doing that, and Gerald for putting this all on.
All righty. Well, Ryan Warp Speed coming home with another podium. Gets him a P2 here tonight. Ryan, buddy, congratulations on finish. Appreciate your time. We'll see you in Sonoma, wine country, next Sunday night.
Right. Thanks, guys.
That was Ryan Warp. Comes home with the P2. We'll go to 3rd place. I hope we have not completely blew his name every single time we've talked about it.
Probably,
but
us right now.
Yeah, he's fixing to tell me right here in a minute. I get my damn name right. Stephen Lidner. Am I pronouncing that right? Lidner?
Yep. Yep.
Close enough. I'll take it. So, Stephen, buddy, I mean, love the paint scheme.
Yeah.
I mean, just right off the bat, love the
Yes,
paint scheme.
loved it.
Obviously,
Thanks.
absolutely beautiful stuff. But you come home P3 here tonight. Yeah, I mean, tell us about your race and what more you could have done. Is there anything in the race that probably you look back on and go, damn, I wished I would have done it this way. That way I probably would have had a shot to get the win.
It's hard to. I think I probably would have had a little more pace if I had a little more clean air early on. But once that I really wished I would have been able to save a little bit of fuel. I had to pit with basically a handful of laps to go, so I wasn't confident I was going to be able to save, and there was no way to save early on. So I was basically just pit, no tires, and let's just see how the things fell. And I ended up behind Ryan, and once I was behind him, I knew we were basically going the same pace, but I think he was pulling away a little.
So you took no
took what I
tires,
could get.
right?
I believe on that final stop, I just took a splash of fuel. I thought, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because Ryan took 2. So, yeah, it would have probably been hard to stay up with him with no tires for sure. But more than likely, I won't say that, but certainly the no tires potentially helped you secure the podium anyway, you know?
I think so. And sometimes if I take 2 tires, I would fear that it might hurt me. It could make my car too loose, so that would hurt. But it worked out. I'll take a podium.
Absolutely.
Take it all day long, baby. I would after all of that. Stephen Lidner comes on, and buddy,
So
I
is it-
promise you, I
it's-
will
it's
not say it
Lin-
like that every damn time.
It's Linder or it's Linder or well,
Technically,
I can't-
Lindner. but
Lindner.
However,
Okay.
Lidner.
however you can roll it
Lindner.
off works for me.
Okay. Well, I like that.
You could just say Linder, I guess.
Linder, yeah. Linder, there you go.
It's really
Mr.
Lindner, but they added an extra N, I guess. My
Okay, so
family-
the first N is technically silent.
No, you say both of them,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's kind of weird how you have to roll
Okay.
it.
Mr. Cheddar in the house. That's what we'll go with. Obviously, that's his Discord name right here. So, Mr. Cheddar, Stephen Lidner comes on with the P3 here tonight. Steve, buddy, congratulations on finish. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors, any shout outs you want to thank?
Not tonight, but hopefully I'll be getting some pretty soon.
You might need to
There
get
you
some.
go.
Hell, the man finishes a podium. Might want to hook him up with some sponsors. Stephen, buddy, congratulations, finish. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
That was Mr. Cheddar, Stephen Lidner. I mean, these guys come up with their own. I mean, we literally put their own damn nicknames in there, Jim. We get it all lined up, and it works out. But, Jim, obviously, this is the first race of the night. Obviously, the ARCA. We got the trucks to follow around 9 o'clock. So we got a little bit of time, obviously, to have a break and everything else. But, Jim, buddy, your final thoughts? Week 2 here with the ARCA cars here in Chicago. It's a pretty good one.
That was a hell of a race. One caution flag. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little bit concerned last week. We had a few cautions that were a little wacky, but overall, this was fantastic, and we saw some really killer pit strategies that which I love that too. That there were some options, and it worked out that way. Yeah, fantastic, man. I'm looking forward to this truck race tonight, and to be honest with you, I am stoked as hell that we're going to Sonoma next week. You
You the wine, I'm all for it.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what real quick. I'm gonna tell you why. When I was a kid, there wasn't no internet, none of that stuff. Okay, and I remember some magazine that I bought that had Dale Sr. coming through the S's at Sonoma, and he had he had hit one of those curbs, cut one of those curbs coming through there, and that black number 3 was up on 2 wheels, and it was a ground level shot, and it was just like the coolest shot ever, and I just remember, I loved that track. I liked road racing anyway, but that shot and and the way they used to come through those S's and get those cars on two wheels like that, I just thought that was the coolest thing ever, man, when I was a kid. And yeah, so it's always been a favorite of mine and still is to this day.
Awesome stuff, Jim. Well, obviously, this is our first race of the night, so we'll be back at it here in just a little bit. Get ourselves lined up and get you lined up for the truck race coming up right after this. So got to give a shout out to Russ Martin Jr. Gets that win here tonight, starting his season off right, and we'll be right back with it here with the trucks. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're not going to do like a normal side-off like we usually do because our work is not finished. The racing is not over with. Stick around right here, Motormouth Broadcasting, Flaming Karma Sunday Night Doubleheaders. We're back with the trucks here in just a little bit. Stick with us, folks.
Sweet, load that track, line up the grid. One more Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel, hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcade storm, I'm chasing the crowd. Why knuckle tight through turn 3? Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming car. Here we go. Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel. Hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcase storm, I'm chasing the crowd. White knuckle tight through turn 3. Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go, here we go. Arcade first, then the trucks roll through. Doubleheader heat on a blacked out fuel. Draft gets nasty, bump gets mean. Paint gets traded on the final straight scene. Names on the board, I know mine too. Every lap says what a hot shoe do. Motor mouth talking through the checkered haze, making that finish sound like a glory blaze. No room left, no time to breathe. Hammer down and never leave. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go, here we go. When the truck pack closes in, I dig deep and hold my grin. One more lap, one more fight. Keep that rhythm through the night. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go. Flaming karma, here we go. ARCA smoking, truck stop thunder, Sunday. Boot up the rig, lock in the seat. Coffee gone cold, but the night feels sweet. Load that track, line up the grid. One more Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel. Hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcase storm, I'm chasing the crowd. White knuckle tight through turn 3. Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting, call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go. sweet. Load that track, line up the grid. One more Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel. Hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcade storm, I'm chasing the crowd. White knuckle tight through turn 3. Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma. Here we go, here we go. ARCA first, then the trucks roll through. Doubleheader heat on a blacked out fuel. Draft gets nasty, bump gets mean. Paint gets traded on the final straight scene. Names on the board, I know mine too. Every lap says what a hot shoe do. Motor mouth talking through the checkered haze, making that finish sound like a glory blaze. No room left, no time to breathe. Hammer down and never leave. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma. Here we go, here we go. When the truck pack closes in, I dig deep and hold my grin. One more lap, one more fight. Keep that rhythm through the night. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma. Here we go. Flaming karma. Here we go. ARCA smoking, truck stop thunder. Sunday nights I pull you under. Flaming karma, full send glow. Motor mouth says, let's go. Ooh, yeah. Boot up the rig, lock in the seat. Coffee gone cold, but the night feels sweet. Load that track, line up the grid. One more Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel. Hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcade storm, I'm chasing the crowd. White knuckle tight through turn 3. Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. real sweet. Load that track, line up the grid. One more Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel. Hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcase storm, I'm chasing the crowd. White knuckle tight through turn 3. Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma. Here we go, here we go. ARCA first, then the trucks roll through. Doubleheader heat on a blacked out fuel. Draft gets nasty, bump gets mean. Paint gets traded on the final straight scene. Names on the board, I know mine too. Every lap says what a hot shoe do. Motor mouth talking through the checkered haze, making that finish sound like a glory blaze. No room left, no time to breathe. Hammer down and never leave. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma. Here we go. Here we go. When the truck pack closes in, I dig deep and hold my grin. One more lap, one more fight. Keep that rhythm through the night. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma. Here we go. Ah, flaming karma. Here we go. Oh, arcade smoking, truck stop thunder. Sunday nights I pull you under. Flaming karma, full send glow. Motor mouth says, let's go. Ooh, yeah. Boot up the rig, lock in the seat.
Yeah, I'm all about that. Especially the 6-pack part. I could probably use that right now. Yeah, man, we're back. That was a heck of an ARCA race. If this truck race follows suit, it's going to be quite entertaining because we literally had one caution flag, and to be honest, it wasn't even a wreck. It was just so happened that a guy ran out of gas and brought out the caution flag. So, yeah, essentially we had no incidents really whatsoever, just one caution flag because of a guy running out of fuel. So, if this one holds true for that, it's going to be a heck of a race. Right, especially if he was running crew chief, because crew chief will lie to you. Now, if you have digital race engineer, that's a different story. But that's, we'll talk about that at another time. But you can't go wrong with digital race engineer. By the way, longtime channel partner here, and they don't pay us to say that. To be honest with you, they do give us a few little memberships for the paid version to give away, but they do have a free version that's better than crew chief anyway. But yeah, in fact, been 2 years now a paying subscriber to Digital Race Engineer myself. I approached them when I opened the channel because I believed in their product, and that's the kind of stuff I wanted to represent here on the channel. So that's how that goes. No. I mean, no, it is better. It is better. No, it is better. It is a better version. No beef. Crew chief, look, man, thank God for crew chief. There's a lot of people out there that use them. They put that out there for free. Good on them. It's a good piece of software. Is it the best on the market? No, it's not. Digital Race Engineer is definitely better. But no, I got no beef with crew chief at all. I think that they keep it regularly updated. They're doing their thing. More power to them. Not at all. No. Look, but look. The bottom line is once you get Digital Race Engineer dialed in, they're not even close. They're really not. But we'll talk about that at some other point. But I just wanted to bring that up. Maybe you wouldn't have run out of fuel if, that's all. That's right. I can't do the rock, so. I mean, Stone Cold. I'm sorry. I meant Stone Cold. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was Stone Cold. Yeah. No. I can't do any of that. Yep. We do. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's if you really think some of the stuff that it's just crazy how cool some of this stuff is, man. We were noticing the other day a chrome car and the reflections that were showing from the infield as it went around the track. And I mean, it's just insane what, you know, the level that this stuff is at. I mean, you know, and it goes way beyond just graphics. You know, in fact, I would go as far as to say the graphics are probably one of the worst parts of this. You know, the force feedback and the information and the accuracy to the cars is incredible today. You know, it's absolutely amazing, the level of detail. What, is that funny? No. I mean, look, iRacing is not known for their graphics. I mean, they're not. I mean, there's other sims out there that have better graphics. No doubt about that. That's no secret. But I mean, look, man. You know, the realistic feel. Ooh, did you see him dip down and catch a little of that curve there? That's probably not going to help him. In fact, he's yellow through that first sector, which means he didn't even beat his own time through there. Oh, he got the tires down there again. There you go. That's my man. You got it 2 weeks in a row now. When you get it right, it does. But when you say it like I do, well, it sucks. I can't. Yeah. Olazia. I got it. It actually does make you smile. That's the funny part. It really, really does. Oh. Not yet. Warm-up session. They do, yep. And, yep, so did the ARCA cars, actually. So, tell you what, this is a great time to visit the Truck Series points, just to kind of remind us how they finished last week, or 2 weeks ago. Since we're only one race in, it's, you know, that's how the points are going to line up. But it's a great time to touch on that anyway. Well, look, I can't even spell. Look. Look, I was typing so fast that I didn't even spell right. Yeah, well, I don't even know. Don't even ask. You so smart. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. They're not hearing you the whole time we've been on here. Give me a second. Well, I'll keep talking, but yeah, that's one of those little things that we didn't get to fix, and it slipped by me. Dadgummit. Give me a second, and I'll get it squared away here. Well, maybe I will. It should be working. I don't know why it's not working. Well, heck, I'm gonna maybe have to create a new one here, Jake. Give me a second, buddy. I don't know what happened. This is more like this is not an error on my part. This is just a bad. Well, sing. Nobody can hear you anyway, so sing away. Jake's, just so y'all know, Jake is singing in my ear right now. So, No, they're not hearing you right now. But you go ahead, sing on. Nah, I mean, no, that's not what we mean. Well, we're going to run out of warm-up period here before I can fix this. I don't know what's going on here. We've got this is an interesting problem. Still not really sure, y'all. You guys are going to have to talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Get in chat there and y'all talk away. I'm going to try to figure out what is happening here. I don't really know. For some reason, it is decided that it does not want to let Jake's mic work. All right, let's try this one more time. It's not picking you. It's not recognizing you at all. Let's see if say something now.
Hello.
There we go. All right, figured it out. Look at me. All right, folks. By the way, here's Jake. Well, I tell you what you did miss while he was gone.
Take my horse to the old town road. If that's even how that shit goes, I don't even know.
Really, that's the song you chose to sing. Of all the songs that you could have sung, that's the one. Okay. Yeah.
You want me to sing some Wheeler Walker Jr.?
No, we're good. We're good. So, but I do want to tell you, folks, that while you were blanked out there and they couldn't hear you, that right there probably was the kind of commentary that would have won Jake an Emmy. But nobody heard it, so unfortunately, the insight that he shared there was absolutely amazing. But you guys didn't get to hear it, so I hate that for you. But you will get to hear him announce the grid, because that's what's coming up now. And maybe we got to have to hurry though, because they come fast here.
Yeah. Well, oh God, Jim. Anyway. Okay, anyway, Michael Whiting gets on the pole here tonight. Damn, Jim, you're killing me. Vic Brown going to be right beside of him. The number 2 Rams. We got a Toyota, or old Yoda, and a Ram up here on the front row. Harley Barletta and Blake Viken, excuse me, of the 18 Toyota, looking just like a Kyle Busch paint scheme. Got to love that right there for Blake Viken. Richie Joplin and Paulo Anacito. That's what I'm going to go with. But he's got a Budweiser paint scheme, so you got to give him props on that one as well. Dean Webb, Chris Melton making up the top 8. Making up row number 4. Corey Jones, DJ Kidder will make up the top 10 with a Yoda and a Chevy. The Kenny Rayner, Matthew Radford. Got a Ford and a Chevy right there, making up 11th and 12th with Scott Lay. We talked about him in the points. Well, I did. Y'all just didn't hear it. Pete Dillon right there in the P14 spot. So a couple Yodas back there, about midway back. Robbie Adams, we talked about him giving somebody hell in the general chat earlier on the day. And Bradley Berry in the 97. Let's see what he can do out here as well. Nicholas Olazia and Ed Kimmel will be up there as well. In the top 20, we'll find Albie. He wins. How about Albie? Jeff Oakes right there. That makes up the top 20, and guess what? We ain't done yet. Mark Dantuma with a beautiful number 57 with Alan Phillips. More on that here in a second, Jim, on the 57. But anyway, Mark Dantuma, Alan Phillips making up top 22. And rounding out the rest of the field is Darrell Klotz and Timothy St. John. 57 was actually my league racing number for many, many seasons, Jim. Many, many seasons over.
We wish him more success than you had racing.
Hey, I want to race with it.
Oh, okay. There you go then.
Yeah, one damn race in about 100 starts. But hey, I mean, it paid good, and it was a photo finish.
Hey,
it was
you were 99% unsuccessful. Good job.
Yep, that's why I broadcast now, Jim. All right, here we go. Green flag getting ready to kick off for round 2 of the doubleheader series with the trucks. And second race of the night. Green flag back in the air. Michael Whiting gassing up, getting on out of here. Harley Barletta right there behind him as well. Joplin, Brown, Viken up here making it the top 5. Jim, what do you say we crank it up one more time here for the start for the trucks?
Let's do it.
And we're back here with the Chicagoland with the Florida Flaming Karma doubleheader trucks there. Damn, Jim, I need a dip. You messed me up right there, to be honest with you, Jim, because you was like, you're back live, and then all of a sudden you go, don't speak. Well, what do you want me to do? I don't know what to do. Anyway, Jim, they're working their way off a 4 coming around complete lap 5.
Yes, you are back live, and now you can speak. Feel free. Give them some of that Emmy-winning stuff that we missed earlier.
Well, I mean, Jim, basically what I was talking about was obviously in the qualifying, as we see Harley Barletta able to go up 2 spots, jump up to the P1 spot. But we was watching, obviously, with drivers doing qualifying runs, and I'm sure that a lot of people know this.
They missed all that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you asked, you getting it. But a lot of people probably would sit there, realize, okay, yeah, we know how this works inside racing. It is what it is. Some people may be very new to it all and may not understand. Well, we see one driver out there on the racetrack, but there's like 5 or 6 different names down there, and all of them are running laps and getting times. Well, that's one of those things, Jim, that like we were talking about, was that we take a lot of things for granted, even with the technology that we have here with iRacing. Is that iRacing is able to, in that moment for that 5 minutes or however long that qualifying session is, to put you in your own little space. You're the only one that gets to be out there on that track. You can't see nobody else. You can't see what they're running or anything like that. And you can't use the air, you can't draft off them or anything like that. But it's just one of those simple things that a lot of people just look at as, yeah, it's just that simple. But it is very much something that I think we take for granted with just the numerous things that's on iRacing. That's basically what I was talking about earlier.
Yes, and then we were talking about, which funny, the graphics and all that, they must have really thought I was crazy because I was, carrying on a half a conversation and they couldn't hear the other half of it. But nevertheless, basically all we were saying was it's incredible what the technology gives us these days to be able to, and that's not even to mention, get people from all over the world joining up and doing live action racing. And it all works so well together that you can actually do this. It truly is amazing.
Well, I mean, Jim, not only that, as we're 10 laps in, damn, we got one back into the wall.
I think that was Robbie Adams, maybe.
But Jim, back to what I was talking about. There's a lot of things that we look back on, that we look at now, and there's a lot of things not only with just iRacing, but there's a lot of things that we take for granted as well in our daily lives. So that's something
I'm old enough that I
that
was around before the internet. Around before computers. When I was in school, we used to have to bring a stone and a little chisel, and we would type out our notes with the chisel.
Well, I wasn't going to go that route, but I do remember a lot of times when me and my dad, funny thing about this, real quick, as we're seeing a hell of a battle right now for this lead, obviously with Hardy Barletta, Rich Joplin up here in this mix, Blake Beacon, Michael Whiting, Dean Webb. One of the early recollections I remember is that I finally taught my dad into getting internet when I was a little kid. And we actually had that little, oh God, I'm telling you right now, Dad hated that damn thing. He wanted to just cancel the internet right there. Yeah, that's exactly what we had. And then now we look back on that and we take it for granted because of how it started. And thinking,
It used to take 25 or 30 minutes to download.
Yeah, now you can get it in about, 3 seconds?
Yeah, seconds. and a higher
Depending on
quality,
your internet,
too.
obviously. Oh, yeah, very much.
This
I mean,
craziness
all
back
kinds of
here.
stuff. You wouldn't be able to do this on the internet back in the day.
Oh, my God.
No, back in the early,
Back in the early
2000s, really. No.
Of the, slow
You
for
might
that.
be able to, but I doubt it. But
No,
it
couldn't
took you a while to sign in.
No, you couldn't watch like full speed, like streaming video. No, you had to download that and you had to store it on this computer before you could watch it.
You'd have to store it and pray and hope like hell that your motherboard and all that didn't fry. Here we go. Anacito back here in the 72 having a pretty good little night. Kind of holding bay. That's one thing, Jim, I think that a lot of drivers, some drivers probably think that. And obviously we're going to Sonoma next week. That's going to be a different little game changer for some of these drivers as well. Some of them probably want to try to survive. How about the Batman car right there,
like
the number
that truck.
30? I love that. Jeff Oaks. One of my favorite paint schemes right there for Dale Earnhardt Jr. was the Batman car. I'm forever a Batman fan. I love Batman. Everything to do with Batman, I follow it damn near religiously. But I follow Batman stuff all the time, and that's some good stuff.
Batman?
Honestly,
Yeah.
Christian Bale.
Okay.
My opinion, Christian Bale.
That's fine. That's that's a good pick.
Michael Keaton would be a second.
Michael Keaton was good. Now here's the one. Okay, this is the one that people will fight you over right here. You ready? Who was the best Joker?
I knew you was going to ask that, and that is, to me, it's close. It is close to me, just for the simple fact I do like Jack Nicholson. He's a damn good actor and everything, but man, you got to go with Heath Ledger.
Yeah,
You got to go with
And I'll
Ledger
tell you
just
why.
because Ledger was a nut.
Okay,
He
so
was.
The reason that, and let's not forget, we're also, we could still bring in the Joker from his own movie. Joaquin
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is my thought, right? To me, going back to what the Joker was really like, the character he started out to be, Jack Nicholson played that character.
Yes.
The character that Heath Ledger played was a much darker, different version of the Joker.
We got to think, Batman stuff is dark. That's
I know
what it's
it
supposed
is,
to be.
but I'm just saying that Jack Nicholson, to me, I think Jack Nicholson was the best Joker because of the fact that he played the character that the Joker was really based on. Now, Heath Ledger's Joker was insane, for sure.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And to be fair, Joaquin Phoenix's, that was a damn good. I mean, he did a great job in that. I mean, you know, it stands on its own, and it was killer.
Yeah, I mean, the best. Yeah, well, I mean, but the best Batman movie, I think, in my eyes, in my opinion, it's the movie, and then we'll get back to racing in a minute, because you get me to talk about Batman, I'll talk about it all day long. But the Batman, the new one that come out back in 2022, that ranks up there. Maybe The Dark Knight Rises, that's up there as the top. Those are probably the two top Batman movies, at least in my eyes. But if not for them, then you go with the original Batman. I love Val Kilmer to death, but I'm telling you, Batman Forever, it sucked. It sucked.
Yeah.
I love Val Kilmer to death. Hey, I'm your Huckleberry all day long. That's what you roll with him. I mean, yeah.
That is seriously one of the best parts ever. Him playing Doc Holliday in Tombstone.
Yeah.
I mean, literally one of the best written parts ever. That guy, every line that guy had was a home run.
He made that movie.
Oh,
yes, he made that movie.
But it was the way that character was written too. I mean, he played it right, but it was also the way that character was written. I mean, that character was written perfectly. I mean, it was just amazing. But best Batman, man, you got to go with Adam West.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Wow. You going back on that one. You going way back on that one.
It's pure comedy, obviously, but quite funny. I love going back and watching them old Batmans.
Well, anyway, back at it.
All right, we're here racing.
If you are joining us for the first time here on Motormouth Broadcasting, like and subscribe. Keep up with everything going on the channel, because this is usually what happens on Motormouth Broadcasting as we start to ramble, which is why it's Motormouth Broadcasting. But Barletta up here at the front. Check this out right here. First, second, third, all of them up 2 spots apiece.
Yep.
You can't make that up. All 3 spots are first, second, third. Hardy Barletta, Blake Viken, and Richie Joplin up 2 spots apiece. And you got Dean Webb up 3.
Top 4 are all different manufacturers. Got a Chevrolet.
No kidding. Chevy, Toyota, Ram, and Ford. Yeah.
Yeah, all running different cars. So, which is good to see Ford up there. I mean, for some reason, man, Ford's just not raced anymore in NASCAR. I mean, I don't, I mean, the reality is all these trucks are supposed to be equal. So it really is just a popularity thing. I just can't believe that Ford has fallen that far out of popularity. I mean, I don't think there was a single Mustang in the ARCA race.
I kind of tend to somewhat disagree with that, Jim. Not crazily or nothing like that, but yes, absolutely. It is a popularity thing, and all the cars are supposed to be equal. But I have talked to drivers. I have talked to people that have raced, and they've raced the Ford and the Toyota and the Chevy and, say, the O'Reilly Auto Parts cars. And there has been people that talk about that the Chevy may be just a little bit looser than the Toyota. It may just be like a chassis thing. It might just be a little bit looser. And then you get to the super speedways, and the Chevy with the bow tie right there on the front kind of pokes out as you see Blake Viken going down right here on 27, a 75 right here. So going to try to make it in a 2-stopper right here. But yeah, the noses, obviously they mimic their counterpart to what it is in real life. And yeah, you get on those super speedways, you get bump drafts and everything else. Those noses, how they point out just a little bit too much, it can knock drivers a little bit sideways and everything else. So while I tend to agree with you, for the most part, that everybody is equal and it is a popularity thing, but with the bodies and how they are, it does kind of be a little bit of a factor as far as maybe aero, a little bit here, a little bit there, but most of the time it's equal. I agree with you on that part.
Well, it's supposed to be. I mean, and there may be, but I don't think across the board Ford is the poorest manufacturer in all of the series.
Oh, no.
And it is clearly by miles I mean, there's a lot of Ram trucks in this race tonight, I don't know. I did one the other day, and there was one single Dodge in the whole field. It was all Chevys and Toyotas, and there might have been one Ford. You know, it is somewhat of a popularity thing. I really believe that for whatever reason, man, Ford. You know, it wasn't that long ago that Ford was by far the most popular truck out there, best-selling. You know. And it doesn't seem to be that way anymore. I'm curious as to why, to be honest. Just where did their popularity go, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, hell, I started out driving a Ford a long time ago, and then I went to... Well, yeah, but I started out with Fords. You know, I started out driving a Ford, you know, back back when I was 16 years old. My dad, he's got Fords. 9-White Sunday's got, you know, a bunch of Fords, you know, that he drives and everything else in his driveway that he keeps. And I'm the only one that's got a Chevy out all of it, but I wouldn't trade my Chevy for nothing. I love Chevrolets. And my dad's actually told me my Chevy, my 2020 Chevy Silverado actually turns better than some Fords does. That is hard to come by. That is something that I really cherish, at least my Chevy. I don't know how it is with every single one of them, but a lot of drivers coming down and making pit stops started around 27 ish, and it's kind of trickled on down over the past couple of laps. So over half the field, 24 trucks out here, over half the field has made their pit stop. Chris Melton, the 52 Ram, he's got Vic Brown. Now he's actually got Brown in front of him. He shot around him. Melton coming down pit road. You see the drivers working their way around and working their way down as well. So Melton, Jones, St. John, Robbie Adams, Nicholas Olazia coming down pit road for their first time here tonight.
I'll tell you what, man, it is quite surprising to me. Some of these guys did pit a bit early, you know, but I guess once one pits here, you kind of gotta, I guess you kind of gotta go with it, you know. Yeah, I mean, if you don't, then you're going to end up on, you know, bad tire strategy, and it's going to get a keyboard 3 works on. I don't know. Used to have it. So 3 doesn't work on keyboard.
3 doesn't work on your keyboard. Oh man, damn.
Nope.
You got 2 3s.
Neither one. It's some kind of weirdness. I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So I was trying to type something, and my 3 doesn't work, so I have to go copy and paste the 3 from somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Up front, Harley Barletta with a 3 in their number.
Yeah.
With a 3 with a 31. Got the Menards there as well. Jim, remember, this is the second race of the night. The ARCA cars they ran earlier on this evening. There is a possibility that a lot of drivers that watched this race or that watched that ARCA race before this one and saw maybe, okay, this is where, you know, the faster line is. You know, obviously cars, trucks, they're completely different vehicles and everything. But I guarantee you there was a lot of drivers in this field that was watching that ARCA race before and kind of looking to see, okay, you know, where should I go here? Where should I do this? Or either that, or they were just entertained, just kind of want to see what happens.
The fast line in the ARCA race was the high side. We even heard one of the guys say that. And right now, especially on fresh tires, it seems that the low line is working for these trucks. So, I mean, but it's it's a different aero package. I mean, there's a lot of difference in these vehicles, and again, going back to the amazing detail that these cars have, you know, and that there is a noticeable difference in the way they drive.
What, look at this little train going on right here. Radford right here. Mark Dantuma up 13 spots. He's actually not the biggest mover in the field. Biggest mover right now is Jeff Oakes up 16 spots from where he started. There's your biggest movers. Jeff Oakes, Alan Phillips, Mark Dantuma up 13. Now Dantuma goes up a spot to 14. Now Phillips goes up a spot. One driver dropping like a rock. It was Matthew Radford a second ago. Not sure. He might have got a little bit loose over there in that 3 and 4,
did.
Jim. That was something we talked about, how bumpy it is over there in 3 and 4. Might have caught a spot, bottomed out. Back end might have come around, or he might have got tight. The splitter might have bounced off of the racetrack, slid him up the hill, and everybody just literally licked their chops and just waved at him as they drove on by.
Yeah, well, you got no friends out here. Well, maybe you do, but they're still going to drive around you.
Yeah, they're going to drive around you and wave as they go by. Blake Viken right here. We saw him up at the front at one point. Looked like he was going to kind of mix it up there at the front. Something to miss on him, though.
After that pit cycle. Not that his pit cycle was off. He just slid back a little bit. But, maybe his one-lap pace was better than his race pace,
Yeah, it could have been. Obviously, number 18, Dollar General Toyota. Here's a battle going on right here. This is Jeff Oakes. Remember, he was the hard charger so far, with Antecito right there behind him. Obviously, he's trying to rock with the Dark Knight, but Jeff Oakes here under the lights in the dark here at Chicagoland. This is the battle for the fourth spot right here.
Right here together.
No kidding, literally. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, beautiful paint schemes right there, rocking right there. Two of my favorites with my boy Junior. And Oakes right now looking very strong. Like I was mentioning a while ago, Jim, up 16 spots. Did not have the best qualifying effort. And Oakes just putting it up here and putting it up in the fourth spot. Still got a little ways to go if he wants to try to catch a pole setter, Michael Whiten, to get up on the podium. But Jeff Oakes certainly is driving the wheels off of that bad boy. But Antecito not playing around. He's literally, you can see, watch right here. Look at how bumpy. You see how, just have the camera and just bounces right here going through 3 and 4. But Antecito's going to get a run. He'll dive down to the inside and try to go for fourth. Side by side, Oakes up on the top side. Antecito right there, not able to get the run. Outside was able to prevail. So Oakes is going to be able to hold on to the fourth spot. He better watch his back door. Dean Webb not too far back. And then Alan Phillips, another hard charger, up 15 spots as well. There's Mark Dantuman, the 57. He's up 12 spots. And I mentioned 57.
This battle
that's my number right there. Yeah, that's a good one right here.
15 and up 12 here in this battle. And Melton sandwiched in between them, running right where he started.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I mean, hard racing right here. And this is going on just inside the top 10. Jim, we mentioned with the points earlier as well, with all that, going on as far as the points, where everybody's sitting and everything else. There is no playoff. There is no playoff as Olazia gets up a little bit too high, gets up into the fence over in 3 and 4. That turn 3 and 4 is absolutely crazy here this evening. We saw it with the ARCA cars. We're seeing it right here with the trucks. Just, so damn hard to get through there. You see the scratches right there on the right side quarter panel of Olazia. Already scuffed it up, yeah.
Speaking of the reflections in the chrome, look off the chrome on the door there. They only heard me talk about that earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The attention to detail, like you were talking about, Jim, is crazy stuff.
What's going on here? We got a 3 or 4 car one here. It's all right here together. We got a battle for the lead. Richie Joplin is all over Harley Barletta again.
Yeah, Joplin trying to maximize himself. Obviously sitting pretty good in the points. Obviously, Richie would love to have a good finish.
When I envision what people look like, apparently I do that. Maybe other people won't do that because we've had that conversation about you and everything. But I did not envision Harley Barletta looking like this. I don't know. Like Harley, I figured he was going to be, rougher tumble type guy, and he's clean cut young man with a suit there, a suit and tie and everything. But just not what I envisioned. Now Richie Joplin, I got a good idea what I think he knows.
Part of the helmet, yeah.
But yeah, I think we obviously know Richie from another series, and so we've covered a lot of racing. Good race car driver. It's fun to see him in these trucks, to be honest with you, because we only ever really kind of watched him in a fuel saving type situation. And you know what? Screw it. Let's race. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
200 laps of fuel saving. Come on, man. Let's do this right here. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You know, I mean, and we're seeing the fruits of the labor and fruits of what these guys got. I mean, granted, you know, there is a little bit of strategy.
Well, that's different.
Jim,
I'm
you
talking
don't
about
know a
the
whole lot,
damn race
but yeah.
being fuel saving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know, there is strategy on when to pit, when to do this, and when to do that. But obviously, yeah, I mean, you don't want to save gas the whole 75 laps to try to, you know, to try to make it happen to where you got to do it.
The one we're talking about was 200, 250 laps of that.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrible.
Yeah, and sometimes they were pushing about 350 at certain points in that race as well. So then that's saving gas the whole time as well. This right here, this is hard-nosed, door-to-door racing, literally all the way around. Harley Barletta has led 43 of 49 here so far in this one with the 75 laps out of this bad boy. And Joplin is not playing around. You saw him. He kind of centered in a little bit right there, tried to get on the back door. Joplin threw him off. Joplin's going down pit road now. He's going to try to pull an undercut.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we're in that window though. We're in the window now. You can make it home. So he's going to do a little gamble here. You know, I mean, we've been green all the way. I don't, you know, I would say you probably should not be too worried about, you know, a caution at this point. I mean, I think that we've, you know, if it happens, it happens. But at this point, you got to believe that we're probably going to go green all the way here, which is, to be honest with you, really cool. I'm kind of glad to see that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, Jim. I mean, but that, like you mentioned, there is a possibility somebody may slip. We've already saw a couple slip here tonight. Obviously, we saw Matthew Radford. He slid up, got up into the wall. Olazia in the 3. We saw them have issues over in 3 and 4, scuff it up on the wall, get tight, get loose. This track is not the easiest. You may get an overview look. You may look at it and think, oh, hell, it's just another mile and a half. No, it's not.
No.
It is bumpy. It is wore out. It is, and I hope they never repave it. I hope they leave it just like it is. If asphalt's coming up, hey, fill it full of crack seal and keep going, baby. Don't change nothing about it. You know, we don't need another super speedway on mile and a halves or anything like that. Much as I love Atlanta, but we need to have these old tracks that is for the drivers. So this is not an easy track to get around. So these drivers may make it look easy. As you see Radford now jumping up, getting up on that high side just a little bit, trying to rip it, trying to make it work. We got others. Jeff Oakes, our hard charger for this event so far. He jumped down pit road, and Dantuma as well.
Yeah, both of them up 13 spots. Well, they were. Now they're obviously that's changing as they pit. But yeah, and Alan Phillips up here running strong, 19 spots up right now, obviously waiting to pit, but driving that 77. I know that's a fan favorite paint scheme these days, or either you love them or you hate them, one or the other. I was going to say, holy cow, he's going slow there, but he's pitting. That seemed like he was a wee bit fast. Did he catch a black flag? He did not. Good on him. That was he did a good job there, because he sure looked like he was about to get one.
Yeah, I mean, that was Alan Phillips in the 77 able to make it work. One thing I do want to mention, once we cycle it back around, Harley Barletta, you see him jumping down to the inside. Richie Joplin took the undercut.
Yep.
And actually was able to get around Harley Barletta. That's the battle. Once it cycles back out, this is the battle for the lead. So Joplin able to do the undercut and get in front of him. But Barletta will not be denied. He's led the most laps so far in this race. Joplin pulled the undercut, got lucky, and was able to get in front of him. But Barletta, top, looking down to the bottom. Jim, there is a point why we're showing this, because if everything goes through and we cycle back around, this will be the battle for the win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This right now is definitely the battle for the lead, and it's a damn good one.
Absolutely. Barletta down in the center with Grant Pappy. It's the moonshot for Grady Joplin, going to try to force him down. Not wanting him to come up. Barletta gets sideways. Doorbang coming up too. Joplin slid up a little bit. That is how you do it. Force him down the bottom side. Don't let him up. Barletta, no room, not able to get in the gas. Joplin doing what he needs to do to hold Barletta down to the bottom side. They're still side by side at the line.
I got a feeling that I don't think Rich. Barletta slid up the track there and almost got into Richie, and that was just enough to get him by too. I don't think that was intentional, but it might have been.
Well, I mean, it could have been, it could have not been. He might have just been sitting there, oops, sorry, didn't want to do it that way. Either that or, hey, if you're going to pinch me down here, you're going to face the consequences if I slide up a little bit and I get into your door and knock you up the racetrack a little bit. That's just one of those things. That's one of those risk versus reward kind of deals, or, you know, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You got to try to do something. Barletta's led the most laps here this evening. You got to do something to try to hold him back. Joplin's just going to have to try to muster something up. But obviously, Barletta pitted a lap later than him, so he's got freshies on him.
I think Joplin's got a little more. Like I said, we know him from a series where you've got to save your stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And he's good at that. I'm not saying necessarily that he'll save you or anything like that, but, you know, when you're used to being able to push and save your stuff a little bit, you know, you got to believe a guy like him's potentially got a little bit left in the tank. I might be wrong, but we'll see here. About 16 laps.
Yeah, I mean, Jim, it ain't going to really be about how much gas you can save. It's about the tires. You know, I mean, gas, yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, we had to make pit stops because of gas, but at this point, it's about taking care of your tires and seeing how far you can go on those tires.
So let's take a look here at some. Let's talk about. I don't know. I can't really show these, but let's talk about lap times now for the guys who have and have not changed tires. So Harley Barletta here ran a 31.2 on his last lap. Your leader right now, who is Vic Brown here, just ran a 32.5. So that is a second and 3/10 difference. Are these guys killing themselves by staying out? I got to believe they are.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think they really are, Jim. I mean, yeah, I mean, you want to go ahead. I mean, you want to try to go ahead and think about making that pit stop. As I thought Brown was actually going to make it. You saw right there, 77. Alan Phillips just unlapped himself. Yep. Robbie Adams, Nicholas Olazia, teammates, 8-3. They decided they've had enough. They just went ahead and jumped it on down pit road. But, yeah, I mean, I think you might be killing yourself a little bit on this.
I mean, the question is,
I don't think you're. Yeah.
I don't think that there's going to be enough time for you to have that much better tires at the end of this race. You know what I mean? Like,
well, maybe not. Well, maybe not for the win, but you know, certainly could be, you know, for extra spots, you know, to catch people on the back burner. Either that, or think about this. Maybe he's waiting on a caution. Maybe he's waiting. Okay, let's see if this caution has come.
The leaders are right there. The leaders are, you know, I mean, now they may pit too. You know,
oh yeah, they will pit.
But
guarantee it.
Yeah,
caution comes out, everybody comes in.
But
yeah.
They're right there. You know, that's the only hope you got now is a caution. In my opinion.
Gotta take chances, baby. Gotta take chances. Will it work? Will it not? I mean, you try it and you see if it works. And there's been a lot of drivers that have been in the exact same spot as Vic Brown and Scott Lay. Just ride it out. Let's see if a caution happens. Bam, caution happens. Everybody comes down pit road, and guess what? Now, the one that racer, they at least got a top 5 fit in and get wrecked.
Get him a caution in about 2 or 3 laps here because
yeah, he's got to run out of gas.
That little gas gauge is over there flickering
Good
around
enough.
on the E. Speaking of that, there he comes.
He tried. Give him that. I mean, hell, he waited and he waited to see if the caution would come out, and it just didn't.
Is Scott Lay coming too? He is, yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, that's everybody that had not pitted, so that's your last two. Back here with Barletta. Richie Joplin's dropped off just a little bit here. A lot, but he's almost 3/4 of a second back now.
Yeah, you see Everett Kimball. Ed Kimball going to slide by obviously in the 43, help himself as well. There goes 97, Bradley Berry trying to get back on the lead lap. Joplin right there able to sneak by as well. Whew. Boy, I'm telling you, that's the one thing you got to watch yourself for is we're coming with 10 to go this time around. You got to be careful with yourself with all these lap trucks. And some of them on fresher tires than what you're on. You got to be careful about that.
Disparity out there now on tires.
Yes,
Guys that
very
pitted in
wide.
lap 48, you got guys that are pitting in the 60s. I mean, that's a big difference, especially here. This place wears the heck out of some tires.
Yeah, wears them slap out as you see battles literally all over the racetrack. 77, Alan Phillips. We thought he actually got busted.
Oh, he's going around.
Phillips goes around. He had contact. Chris Melton in the 52. Caution is out, and Vic Brown's got to be saying, I'll be damned. You got to be kidding me. That would have lined me right up with what the strategy I had. If you would have spun him out about, what, a lap or two earlier than that.
Yeah. Or just told him you were going to spin him out. He could have hung on.
But it may work out because Vic Brown, Scott Lay, Corey Jones, all these guys, they may just say, screw it. We'll just stay out anyway and let these guys come in and get 4 fresh tires. We just pitted a lap or two ago. Let's stretch it. Let's see what happens. It might
that's
be
going
good
to
for
happen.
them.
That is definitely going to happen. And my question is, if you're Barletta, do you come? Yes, you do.
I think you got to be honest with you, Jim.
Are they going to come or are they not going to
do.
come? I'm not 100% sure they're coming.
We'll see. Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, I'm on replay still, so they are actually coming. Everybody's coming.
They're coming down. Now, will Vic Brown come? No, he will not.
No.
Brown will stay out. Timothy St.
It
John.
actually still worked. The caution was quick enough that it still put Vic Brown in a great spot. Great spot.
What's weird is Scott Lay pitted on the same lap as Vic Brown did.
And he came back
Lay
in.
pitted. Lay come back in.
Why would
Brown
he do
did not. St. John stay out. I'm questioning that.
Did
On the
Lay
25
take
of Scott
tires?
Lay, why is he doing that?
I wonder if Lay took tires on the last stop.
I'm not sure. He may have, Jim. He may have not actually. He may have just tried to stretch it and just tried to put just put gas in it. He might have saw the same thing that was going on in the ARCA race, but
No,
I don't think it would have helped him in any way. So in that instance, I wouldn't have done it.
No.
So
Vic
I'm
Brown's
not
sitting
sure
pretty
where
right
Scott
now,
went
though.
now.
I mean, I don't know what kind of speed he's got up there, to be honest with you. We'll see. But it worked out. I mean, I was hesitant. You know, I have to say I've missed the mark here tonight on strategy on the ARCA race and on this one. I was questioning that strategy, and you called it. He was waiting on a caution, and he didn't quite get it when he needed it, but in the end he did, because he's sitting pretty right now. Got 4 pretty damn fresh tires, and he's at the front of the race. You know, the difference is the guys behind him now are going to have fresh tires. But I'll tell you who does not have fresh tires is Timothy St. Jean. He is his tires are 13 laps old, that's a little age on him here. I think that he could be a couple things could happen. He could spin the tires on the restart because they're worn already.
Yes.
He could start sliding back really fast with all these fresh tires in front of him, and he could cause a bottleneck because of that as cars go around him. So
he could. So
he's going
Brown's the one. Yeah,
he's going to need to have. hopefully he's got a little experience, because if he starts going back, you got to be able to know how to handle that. Because if you don't and you panic as these cars are going around, it's gonna look like Daytona over here, baby. It is. I mean, you know I'm right. I mean.
Well, you're 100% right, baby. I mean, this is going to be very, very interesting. Let's see how this ends up working out. As we're back at it with 6 to go. Once they hit the line, there it is. Brown, huge jump. St. Jean, not the best restart that he will. Barletta able to get around as well. Here comes Joplin now down the inside. St. Jean going to be sliding back. 44, Michael Whiting going to come around as well. Anacito, Oaks, all of them trying to find their way around. St. Jean sees the damn writing on the wall. He jumps up to the top side. Anacito almost puts him in the fence. They are 3 wide. St. Jean sliding on back.
I mean, you could just see it coming, man. You just knew this was going to happen.
Yes.
I would have to say it's a bad decision, and it's not over yet. He's still going to continue going backwards, and at any point in time, if he didn't panic, I'll give him that. But if he does, he's causing bottlenecks behind him. They're starting to bunch up and twitch now because he's that much slower on that high side.
Yeah, I mean, just big bottlenecking right there around St. Jean. Is up front. Harley Barletta able to jump back up front on his freshies. Slide right on out here. Richie Joplin able to hold ground in that second spot with Michael Whiting there as well. Just an interesting little fact for everybody. They all took 4 tires. Nobody took 2. Nobody tried anything. Nobody tried anything crazy. Everybody took 4, and they set it on when they made that pit stop on lap 67. So it's basically going to be it's going to be a slobber knocker. As good old JR would say right here, Jim, it's a slobber knocker all the way to the end. And my God, they're going for it. Joplin trying to hold off Whiting. Barletta trying to get away. Here comes Joplin. Joplin's going to send it down to the inside. Will he make contact? No, they will not. Barletta able to slide right up the racetrack. Joplin trying to get his nose there. He is there. Joplin on the inside coming back this time. 2 to go.
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I was nervous that Joplin was going to touch him there, man. He drifted up just a little bit. I thought he was going to catch him, hook him with that front fender there on his rear bumper a little bit, but he didn't. He stayed off of him. I tell you what, Joplin just turned it straight to the bottom there, and it responded.
Yes, responded big time. Now he's going to slide up. Barletta's going to get the run on the outside lane, coming back to take the one. Joplin trying to force him up, trying to get anything that he can. Joplin's going to send it in, almost gets into him. Comes Michael Whiting down on the inside. 44, you post that are here tonight, trying to make a shot. Richie tried to make it work, not able to do it. White flag is in the air. Barletta tried to get Oaks with Joplin, just absolutely body slams him. Anacito right there behind him, got a front row seat to every bit of that. Barletta, though, going into turn number 3 all by himself. Whiting takes one last-ditch effort, sends that sucker in there as hard as he can. Not going to be able to make it work. Harley Barletta leads the most laps, and he will win it here tonight at Chicagoland. Whiting gets second. Jeff Oaks, the hard Chargers, up 17 spots and get third. Richie Joplin gets fourth, and Paulo Anacito will get a top 5 out of this bad boy. Harley Barletta, though, damn, he had to hold off a bunch of them, but he made it work, and he gets the win.
Yeah, Richie tried to send it in there, and it ended up costing him a few spots. Got to give him credit. He went for the win there, but he sent it up the track, he sent it in there, and it sent him up the track, and he ended up getting shuffled back just a little bit there. I mean, he could have just stayed cool and took second place, but he obviously went for the win there. But overall, still a great finish for him. But what a race, man! Wow, that's 2 good ones tonight. Damn, if Chicagoland didn't produce some good racing, man! Holy cow!
Yeah, Chicagoland, baby. This is what NASCAR needed right here to bring themselves back a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, what a race. Chicagoland. Good stuff right here tonight. Sweet Home Chicago with the Flaming Karma Doubleheader Series. Harley Barletta getting the win here tonight. He ain't even going to burn it down. He just
No.
park it right there on the front stretch and say, this is good enough for me. I'll take what I can get. After it all said and done, 75 laps of 115 miles were rounded up with 8 different lead changes, 5 different leaders. Ironically enough, same amount of cautions that was in the ARCA race. Jim, 1 caution for a spin earlier on. And with 3 total, or late here in this race, I should correct myself on that one. 1 caution for 3 total laps. Jeff Oakes did get 3rd. He got the hard charger here tonight. Harley Barletta led the most laps in this one with 53. Jeff Oakes actually got the fastest lap of the race, 30.773. And Michael Whiting, the whole damn podium, I mean, literally, they light it up right here with the end of the stuff of Whiting getting the pole. So, got to give a shout-out to them as well. When it's all said and done, Harley Barletta leads the most laps. He gets the win here tonight. Michael Whiting gets 2nd. Jeff Oakes will finish 3rd. Richie Joplin getting 4th. Paulo Aniceto will get 5th. Vic Brown gets 6th. Blake Veakin will come home 7th. Chris Melton will get 8th. Matthew Radford gets 9th. And Dean Webb will round out the top 10. Robbie Adams is going to come home with 11th, with Corey Jones getting in 12th. Nicholas Olazia will come home with 13th. 2 spots right there. About 2 spots right there behind his teammate Robbie Adams. He will finish 13th here tonight, with Ed Kimmel coming home 14th. How about Timothy St. Jean? He stayed out. He was on 55. He done what he got. I mean, he done all he could. He's still up 9 spots before he started it. Gets top 15 out of it, so can't fault him for that. Take a shot, see if it'll work. Mark Dantuma gets 16th. Scott Label gets 17th. Alan Phillips gets 18th. DJ Kenner will get 19th. And Pete Dillon rounds out the top 20 with Bradley Berry, Albie Hewins, Daryl Klotz, and Kenny Rayner, the 24, here tonight for the Flaming Karma double-header series for the trucks here at Chicagoland.
Man, we didn't even talk about Albie tonight.
No, we didn't.
Didn't even mention him.
Kind of a quiet night for him.
It was indeed, yes. Look at that. Look at that good-looking young man right there. Let's bring him in here and chat him up. We'll hide him behind this truck there.
Yeah, why not? We'll get him on up here, slide him on up here. Harley Barletta. I have to slide him up there. There's Harley Barletta, gets the win here tonight. Number 31 Chevy Menards truck. Kind of looks like honestly, it's like a Matt Crafton throwback. At least that's what it looks like to me.
It does kind of remind me of a Matt Crafton.
Very, very young Matt Crafton. Harley, buddy, congratulations on the win. Buddy, you had to fight off a bunch of people right there on that last restart. You get the win, buddy. Congratulations. Tell us about it.
Yeah, thanks, man. That was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Like, being out front was the best. Like, clean air was like king. Like, if you could aero block and keep somebody behind you, and if they got to your inside, you run the top there until they burn their stuff up. Like, you just keep aero blocking after that and pull away, hopefully.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, that was clearly the strategy tonight. And man, you were strong, man. You were strong all night. You really did. I guess you qualified in the top 3 or 4, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was 3rd.
Yeah. So I mean, you were strong all night either way, but when you got out front there, I mean, you stayed up there. Richie, I thought was going to give you a little business there towards the end, but it seemed like he sent it in there one time, and I think he had burned his tires up a little bit, and he kind of washed up the track, and that was all it took for you to go ahead and stretch it, and then he slipped back after that. But I thought Mike Whiting was going to run you down there at the end a little bit. He was coming.
Yeah, no, I definitely ran Richie tight there a little bit too. He drove it in, I ran him a little tight, took a little air off him. He went straight up, and then Michael, I just aero blocked him. That's all you can do there. It's just run in front, mirror drive pretty much. It's not super fun, but it's super cool when you do it right.
Yeah, well, you do whatever you can do to protect that victory. I mean, you dominated as far as leading laps and stuff tonight, so you're certainly not going to let anybody take it away from you there at the end because you don't want to aero block them. But that's a feature of these trucks nowadays, right? I mean, that's the nature of these trucks. They're prone to aero problems when you get dirty air on the nose, and I mean that's just the nature of racing these things now.
Yeah, if you can get the lead, you got to go for it. Like when the last pit cycle there before the caution, when Richie got in front of me, I was like, first priority is pass Richie, because if I don't pass him, I'm done.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
Harley Barletta comes home with the win here tonight. Harley, buddy, congratulations on the win here tonight. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors, any shout-outs you want to thank?
Yes, sir. I want to thank Flamin' Karma and Motormouth. Y'all do a lot to put this together. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for that one. Harley Barletta comes home with the win here tonight. Harley, buddy, congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win. We'll see you in wine country next week.
See you, fellas.
That was Harley Barletta comes home with the win. Damn it, I will say this. He earned that one. He earned that win by a mile. Had a lot of guys coming after him, trying to make it happen. One of those guys right there, he was a little bit worried about him as well. And that is Michael Whiting. Comes on with a P2 here tonight. Michael, buddy, you started on the pole. One spot short. You had one last-ditch effort right there. What more could you have done?
Pretty much not a whole lot, with maybe another lap. And if I could have got outside of him there, I had a pretty good run going across the finish line. But, hey, we'll take second.
Yeah, it's a good run. I mean, qualified on the pole, and I mean, you had a good solid night. I mean, not much more you could do there. I mean, he said he kind of slid up there and aero blocked you intentionally. He knew what he was doing there to keep you from getting a run on him. If you'd have had a few more laps up there with after Joplin slid back, you could have maybe potentially worked your way in there. But it's tough in these trucks when you get that dirty air on you like that.
Yeah, for sure. We were talking about that. The hard part was getting to the outside of somebody. Once you got out there, it wasn't so bad, but just getting there was kind of a challenge. And of course, when you're inside there, if somebody just stays on your door, it's really tough.
Right, which is, again, if a guy's got experience that's in front of you, he's going to do all he can do to not let you get to the outside of him, obviously. But overall, man, you had a good run tonight on the pole. I believe you get a point for that too, don't you? I think so, yeah. And but you had a good solid points run. And what are you thinking about next week? How you feeling about doing a little slalom racing up there in Sonoma?
Yeah, that's really not my forte, but we'll probably give it a shot, and I do like Sonoma. It's fun. So we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, there was a delay when you asked him that, Jim. He knew exactly where he was going. He was like, damn, that's where we're going? God, I don't want to have to deal with that. Michael, buddy, you get second here tonight. Appreciate your time. Congratulations on the run. And before we let you go, you got any sponsors, any shout-outs you want to thank?
Yeah, we just run the Mayhew. They've been with us quite a while. It goes back to real racing about 25, 30 years. So shout out to them, and congrats to Harley, and he did everything right tonight. So
what is Mayhew, by the way? Tell us.
It's a tool company located in Shelburne Falls. It's been up there for quite a few years. So.
All right, y'all check them out.
All right. Yeah, give him a shout out on that one. Yep, Michael, appreciate your time, buddy. We'll see you next week. That was Michael Whiting comes home with the P2 here tonight. We'll go to P3 on Jim. I'll be honest with you. This is just me. You heard about it. We talked about it on the broadcast. I think the best looking truck out of everybody's here tonight. At least that's just me. I mean,
I'll tell you what, you take this interview because you got all kinds of things you want to say here, so you just have at it.
Not really. Well, yeah, I got one, Jeff. Jeff, I mean, you come home, P3 here tonight. You're the hard charger of the race. Talk about, that whole last restart. I mean, you got in there. It was a little bumper, with door slamming, door banging, a little bit with Richie Joplin and everything. But talk us through that whole last restart, because there was a lot of action going on.
Yeah, I mean, how's it going, guys? Glad you liked the paint scheme. And yeah, that was pretty wild. I said to a couple of my buddies, they were like, as soon as that caution come out, I'm like, it's gonna get spicy here, fellas. And my main goal was just to get to the bottom. And I felt as long as you can get to the bottom and nobody kind of pinned you up, then you could, at least maintain your position. And so I knew Richie and I raced together a lot. and he races hard, but in my book he's clean. You know what I mean? And so to me, I had a smile on my face the whole time, and I don't think either one of us were going to give there. So it it was a lot of fun.
Hey, Jake,
So-
did
so
you catch
Jeff-
that? Real quick, did you catch that? Jeff talked about he wanted to be on the bottom. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Harley,
Yeah.
on the other hand, he didn't want to be on the bottom. He wanted to keep anybody that was trying to pass him down below him. So it just kind of goes to show you a little different philosophy there and the way they were driving these corners tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was a bottom feeder most of the night. Like, the only time I really tried to get off that bottom line is if I had to. Other than that, I was able to just make my lap time. I tend to be a bottom feeder at most tracks. I seem to get my best tire wear and everything out of that strategy, and so and it seems to work for me most of the time.
So I gotta ask. Obviously, yeah. I mean the paint scheme. We talked about it. We talked a little bit about the Batman stuff. Me and Jim were talking about it. I'm assuming you're a Batman fan, right?
Yeah, I mean, kinda. Yeah. I mean,
okay.
Batman. I mean, it's not like I just like the scheme.
I figured.
running-
Yeah.
I've been on this Chevy truck for probably 3 years now. I haven't changed it. I just thought the scheme was cool, and I've just been running it forever. So
You're a Dale Jr.
Yes,
fan?
I was.
I'm a
Yeah.
Dale Jr. fan, and that's the
There you
so
go.
the combination, and like I like the look of the Batman cars and Dale Jr. and so it works.
Yes. Yeah. See, I was gonna ask you what your favorite Batman movie was because I figured you was a Batman fanatic like I am. But anyway, I guess we'll just leave it at that, I guess. But Jeff, buddy, congratulations, hard charger of the race, up 17 spots. Congratulations on the podium finish. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors, any shout outs you want to thank?
Yeah, thanks, guys. I hope that was a lot of fun for you guys up there in the booth to call. Like shout out to my sponsor, Young Slate Roofing, my wife who supports me and loves me for doing this, and my teammates, and obviously Gerald and Mark and them, and all you guys that make this league happen. Appreciate
You
y'all.
got that a little wrong, though. You said you want to thank your wife for she loves you for doing this. What you really meant to say was, I want to thank my wife. She loves me despite the fact that I do this.
Well, yeah, you knew what I meant.
Yeah, well, you gotta thank the
Yeah.
wives. It's real important for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, buddy. Hey, congratulations on a good
Thanks,
run
guys,
tonight.
and hopefully we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, how you feel about next week, Sonoma?
I love road courses.
There you go.
I love road courses.
We
so
expect to see
hopefully
Batman
we'll
up
have a-
towards the front then.
Yeah, I might even have to qualify there because generally when I go to those places, I like passing cars and that, so I don't qualify a lot of the times. But road courses, I'd just rather get up front and stay up front. So that'll probably be a goal next week.
Well, then that answers why he was up 17 spots tonight.
right.
He just said, "Piss on it. I ain't qualifying. I just want to pass everybody." So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch, you'll see throughout the season. I don't qualify a whole lot, fellas.
And just think, folks, what would have happened if he decided to qualify? He probably would have been in the Harley Barletta situation. He probably would have won the race. But who knows? We'll see what happens.
There's a 50-50 chance, right?
Always is. Jeff, buddy, appreciate your time. We'll see you in Sonoma next week.
Sounds good, fellas. Have a good one.
That was Jeff Oakes. Comes home with a P3 here tonight. And Jim, buddy, week 2 is in the books. We had Daytona. We had tonight. I mean, your take on a good one here tonight. I mean, both races, literally, Flaming Karma doubleheader guys right here. They're putting on a hell of a show on Sunday nights. It's always. I mean, this is good stuff, baby.
Oh yeah,
good stuff.
If you didn't like this, you don't like racing. I mean, that's what all it comes down to. This was good stuff, man. Good green flag racing. Just enough caution in both races to add that little bit of spice. If we were Emerald Lagasse, it was just like a little bam right there like that one time. And in both races, just enough to spice it up a little bit. Good stuff, man. I tell you what, this really gets me excited for the rest of the season. Not counting the road course, obviously going to be a little bit different deal, but if we get this kind of racing at a lot of the tracks that are that fall into this kind of same mold that's on the schedule this year, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be some good stuff that we got throughout the rest of the season. And yeah, I mean, it's like you mentioned. I mean, it was good. Green flag racing all the way. Like you said, you had that one caution in both races, kind of made you go, "Oh damn,
Yep.
what's fixing to happen now?" Like you didn't know what was going to happen at that point. It threw a little bit of a wrench in it, and that's what you want. You want that kind of stuff right there. I mean, granted, Melton and I mean them. I mean, when they got caught up in that wreck, obviously that is not what they wanted out of the whole deal. But I mean, it did kind of throw a monkey wrench in the whole race, and that's what you like to see. You like to see interesting things happen and made for an entertaining finish.
Speaking of liking to see, apparently the boss man has joined us here in the broadcast booth.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to share some insights and wisdom with us.
I just wanted to say that the first race was so much fun, although I kind of hosed myself after that caution. But no, the races tonight were awesome. They were just great. I loved every bit of it. I can't wait to go to Sonoma, and I can't wait to see what happens leading up to the All-Star race.
Yeah, it's going to be good fun. And, of course, the All-Star race, Jake, is right there in your neck of the woods in Atlanta. But, yeah, I have to give you credit, Gerald. We were dancing around all kinds of BS little issues that we were trying to work out before the race started. I got to give you props, man. You qualified up front, and you ran a good race up there. To be honest with you, I know you didn't have a lot of time to practice here before the race because we were dealing with all kinds of BS, and I honestly thought you weren't even going to race because we had so much stuff that we were dealing with. And then I look up and you're sitting there in second, on the front row. So congratulations on managing to pull that off with dealing with all the, the other stuff. And that's just from my perspective. I no telling what else you were dealing with that I had no idea about. So, but yeah,
hey,
it
I had practiced a lot during the course of the week to try to get the fuel down to the proper level for the pit stops and everything. So I had a lot of practice laps, and I'll tell you what, clean air in that ARCA car means a lot. I should have pitted after that caution, taking 4 tires. I think I probably would have been better off trying to drive through the field. It was a great field tonight too.
It was.
We need to get about 6, 8, 10 more drivers in this thing. So
yep.
We'll work on that this week. But man, it was a fun race. And the truck race, I mean, race control was real easy. And it was
it's not
so
too hard when they run that
it
clean.
was so fun to watch. I'll tell you what, the fuel and the tires and everything that was going on, I'll tell you what, I'm like I said, I'm really, really excited to see what happens by the time we get to the All-Star race.
Yeah, it's going to be good fun. So, look, man, thank you, as Jake always says, thank you for, letting us be a part of this and come in here and be ourselves and act stupid and, have a good time. And we appreciate that. And like I said, if the racing keeps up like this, we're in for a hell of a season.
I'm going to tell you, with the point system the way it's built, it wouldn't surprise me if the points leader changes a half a dozen or more times before the end of the season.
I mean, I can see that just from the I hate this word, but I'm gonna use it anyway. The parity in the competition. There's several guys out there who are capable, or I should say, several guys and gals out there that are capable of running up front and and mixing it up a little bit. So yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. I think we're going to see several different winners as the season goes on. Different tracks suit different people. I think I think it's going to be good stuff. I really do.
Yeah, the track choice is also a really big part of that. You got to be kind of old school. But yeah, like I said, we're still looking for more drivers. So watched what you saw tonight, and hey, if you're interested in it, we'll get you the information. You can jump on board with us.
Absolutely, yeah. Just you can even comment on one of the comment on the video online in the in
Yeah,
YouTube.
I'll post the Discord. I'll post the Discord on the YouTube
There you go.
chat.
All right.
And yeah, if you want to join, come check us out. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun season.
All right, buddy. Again,
all right, man.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
You guys do a great job. You really, really do. Thank you so much.
All right, buddy. Well, we got him fooled, Jake. So we're off to a good start.
Yeah, buddy, I'm telling you what. I mean, what a race here tonight. Obviously, with the Chicagoland, I talked about it, man. NASCAR needs to. I'm tickled that they brought this back. This place right here. This is a good one. It's always had some fantastic finishes, some great races. Think about this, Chicagoland. Jim, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this was the same exact track that Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson had their little deal, that last lap deal, where they was shoving each other and everything. I thought it was Kansas, to be honest with you, but I think it was Chicagoland. Larson tried the slide job, wasn't able to do it, and then Busch ended up sending him in 3 and 4, and ended up getting the win. And that's when he said, "If you don't like this kind of racing, don't even watch." So that, I believe, that was the quote that was here at Chicagoland when Kyle Busch did that. So obviously, rest in peace, Kyle Busch. On that, but what a race for these guys. I mean, two races in, and we've seen some of the best racing that we've probably seen all year long. Granted, it's almost June, but hey, I mean, we've seen some seriously fun, competitive racing with these guys. You can't ask for something better than this right here. And I mean, we're just lucky to be the ones to get up here. We get a front row seat, and we get to tell, we get to tell the fans about it. So it means a lot about that.
What, the racing was so good, I didn't even get to tell any of my Chicago stories. That's how good the racing was. I didn't even get
That's good.
The fans are really lucky because they had good racing and they didn't have to listen to my BS.
Yeah, well, anyway, besides that, but I mean, folks, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Obviously, got to thank all the great sponsors, obviously, Flaming Karma, Paints for what they do, all the other great sponsors, obviously, Track Cams. Y'all have seen them up there in the top right with, they've been rotating throughout the broadcast. Got to thank them. Roasted Record, Digital Race Engineer, Jim, you talked about them earlier on as well. I mean, just so many great sponsors, so many people, that have a hand, obviously, in this league. Navy Jones Coffee. I mean, just so many of them, So thank you very much to each and every one of the sponsors for allowing us to, for being a part of this, being a part of the Flaming Karma Sunday night doubleheader series. So thank you very much to each and every one of y'all. Shout out to the drivers. Y'all put on a hell of a show. Seriously. Both races, ARCA and the trucks. Shout out to the drivers. Hell of a show. You fans, y'all come out big numbers. Even Mr. Pickle earlier on when he was talking to us out there in the chat, Mr. Bill, thank you very much, for his comments. So thank you very much, fans coming out. If you haven't, if you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe here to Motormouth Broadcasting.
We are almost at 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Which I would have never believed, and in less than a year. So if you're not subscribed, hit that button for me. I would love to see this thing go over 1,000 before we hit a year. That would be such an amazing, amazing milestone for this channel. And, I thank each and every one of you for tuning in, and we really appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe over here on Motormouth Broadcasting. Keep up with everything going on. Gerald Poole here with Flaming Karma allowed us to come in here, be ourselves, entertain you, the fans, see some of the best racing that we're probably going to see all week, probably all week for the next couple of months. Every single Sunday night. If it keeps like this, I'm like Jim, we're going to have a good time here on Sunday night.
Oh, yeah.
And cannot wait to get her going with all of that. For my good buddy, the boss man of Motormouth Broadcasting, Mr. Big Jim Cunningham, I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. And as always say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Wine Country next week. Sonoma. It's going to be a good one. Same time, same channel, Motormouth Broadcasting, where legends are created 1 quarter at a time, by God. It's going to be good when we get to Sonoma. We will see you there. And guess what? Jim's going to be buying the wine. I ain't going to be buying it. He may be my boss, but he'll buy the wine. We'll see you there next Sunday night, folks. God bless and bye for now.